Guys, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the podcast. Remember, if you enjoy our content, please have your friends subscribe to the podcast on their favorite podcast app. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review and leave us a little comment there because we'd like to know what you like about this show. Also, if you watch on YouTube, please hit that ring that little bell. Mm-hmm. Have your friends subscribe to that too if that's what they prefer. And if you want to support us financially, go to insensitivemerch.com and stay drippy with Drippy. All right? On that note.
And here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 107 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy over here.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
On the other end, finally, we have... And we will forever be...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
What's up, fellas? I feel like we haven't been here
for
together in
noise.
forever. I can give you a crowd noise if you want. Want that crowd noise?
All right.
Because it's Insensitive Culture. We deserve a crowd. Okay?
Back so.
No, but yeah, it felt like forever that we haven't had Johnny here.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It was just a week, right?
It was just a week.
I think so.
I always feel
that
that pressure. I always feel that pressure when Johnny's not around. It's like, fuck, now I got to...
You pick up the slack. You pick up the Johnny slack when he's gone. Good looks. Thank God Walk's here to pick up the Johnny slack.
He's here. He's doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, next time I'm giving... we're splitting it 50-50 there, Dave. Okay? You're editing. You're editing.
Oh, I know you were talking about post-production. No. I get it now. Yeah, thank God Johnny's back.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. I forgot. You do shit off the show, too.
My man.
Episode 107, I almost forgot what... we're going to get to that point where it's just like, fuck, where are we?
This is just an episode. We don't... Let's just stop numbering them.
I should.
We got mention heads up. Just let them know.
I should stop mentioning it.
Just still number them in the app, so it has a number on it. We just don't care what it is.
Somebody
we just
wants
don't
to
acknowledge
know
it.
which one is which,
and they can just look it up.
Oh man, but it's been a long. It feels like it's been a long time, even from episode 100 when we did the hot wings.
Yeah.
Right?
It hasn't even been like 2 months, right? Like it feels like it was last year.
7 weeks. It's been 7 weeks.
7 weeks ago.
Johnny, what since you've been gone for, a nice
Since you've been gone.
I
thought the same thing. That's funny you did that.
What you been up to, bro?
Oh, just traversing life and
traversing life. I like that.
Yeah. Just trying to stay one step ahead of the man,
Always.
I feel you on that. Oh man. So that for those of you who don't know, that is code for stop asking questions.
Staying ahead of the man.
Just trying to stay ahead of the man.
You're the man, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
He's like, no, fuck away from me.
Oh man, no, it's good. It's good to have you back this week.
Word. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be because it's going to be a while before I'm back again.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
We got to soak all this up, absorb all the Johnny that we can while we've got him.
I'm going to see if I could try. We'll figure out maybe next week I could do like a dial in.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to talk about like the Halo premiere at least because that's Friday, I think. The Halo shit is the 24th.
Your face.
Yeah, it is.
You're subscribing for Paramount Plus for a month?
I'm subscribing to a Plex account that I think it's going to be on after it drops.
As long as they know that every, whenever a new episode
I'm sure
drops,
there's a free trial. There's a free trial, right?
That. Yeah.
But it's probably only like 7 or 14 days.
Shit. Then Plex it is. I don't fuck with Paramount like that.
Oh man.
Maybe if
You
it's
could
dope.
just do it for a month. You know, you could pay for the 1 month and then immediately cancel it, and you have it
I
to
just
the end
need
of the
that
month.
first episode. If I watch that first episode and they give me
Yeah.
They give me some fire.
some fire, then I'll be like, you know what? All right, I'll do this for the the remainder of the series or whatever.
And you guys saw that it was like 10 million per episode. They said they spent. Did you read that? Did you guys see that anywhere? 10 million per episode on Halo, and it still gave us CW vibes though. Like when we watched the trailer, we were like, we were hesitant. $10 million per episode should not give you fucking CW vibes. I don't know what's up with that, but that's a conversation for another.
I mean, you could throw money at it and still, have bad writing,
That's
like
true.
it didn't give me CW vibes from like a graphics level.
You think the dialogue and like the actual voice,
It's
the
just
sounds
like
of the voice was
what
like
they
somebody.
what they were saying and doing, and just kind of the action sequences.
Yeah.
Just looked I'm not gonna judge it by the trailer.
Right. Yeah, we got Wednesday,
and
Friday.
the trailer really did like show the very minimum.
Yeah. And it's Paramount, so that also doesn't get you too excited. They don't have any hits.
True.
So
Yeah.
fingers
That's what I was
crossed though. You never know what happens once you watch that first episode. It might be like Jack Reacher, right? Where it was like surprise. Like I seen the trailer for Jack Reacher and I was like, whatever.
Man.
Jack Reacher.
Yeah,
And then I ended up watching it and I was like, well, I can get through this.
it's
and
pretty good.
and
Yeah.
it's
Pretty
actually
good show.
pretty interesting.
That was very interesting.
Pretty good show. I enjoy Jack Reacher. All right, so let's start off with some questions, Dave.
What
do we have?
A good one going around. You guys have probably seen this on social media. Different
don't do
pages
social
have
media.
been talking about. For those of you who are social media savvy, you may have seen the question. Basically, a lot of people are answering: is in the world, do you think there's more doors or more tires?
Wheels.
Wheels, yes, wheels. I'm sorry, wheels.
Yeah. So in the world, are
Wheels
there
or
more
doors?
doors or wheels? I think doors. Like in general, like when you think of everything that has a wheel on it,
In the whole world.
In the whole
everything
world.
that has
The whole
doors.
world, doors.
Well, because you
Does
have to
anyone
break it
actually
down.
know the answer?
No,
This is all
This
just
is all
debating. It's all
This is all
hypothetical.
hypothetical.
And I know, and I
All right,
already know.
Let's go. Let's go.
I already
Let's
know
hear
how-
what you gotta say.
I already know how Johnny's brain works, and it's just like this is just not too realistic for me.
No, he's got an opinion. I can see the wheels
My
turning.
opinion is doors, because like, and I hear arguments on a car has 4 doors, has four wheels.
Yeah.
We underestimate how many wheels there are and shit, because there's wheels on like fridges and like everything.
See, I didn't even fucking think of those. I literally was thinking just about
cars.
vehicles. Yes.
Yes.
I was only thinking about vehicles, not like, cabinets, printers. I rolled a printer around today that had a wheel on. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
the fridge also has wheels too.
But that's what I'm saying. So
and it has a door.
And it has a door.
Two
It has
doors.
Two
yeah.
doors.
At the very least.
And so does that printer.
Yeah, it has a little.
Oh, see? Oh, so now we're talking about little motherfucking doors. Oh, see, this is crazy. I had an
Sliding
idea
doors,
in my head.
sliding doors count
Sliding
too?
doors count?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sliding doors count.
Trap doors? Hidden
Trap
doors?
doors.
Yeah. I'd have to
Hidden
say
door.
Jim Morrison? Anybody.
Jim Morrison.
all the doors. All the fucking doors
All the
count,
doors,
bro.
the entire band. I would have to say doors though. There are a shit ton of doors like in every building. Sure, there are a shit ton of wheels. Like I thought, like I said, like there's a lot of little things in just like your household that would have a shit ton of wheels.
And a
but
shit
for
ton of
whatever,
doors.
for whatever reason, I feel like doors.
Think of how many doors are in your house now.
Yeah,
Like-
some of my doors have wheels.
I can see literally fucking 4 doors behind you. There's a little fridge,
Exactly.
there's closets, there's so many doors. And in my head originally when I heard this, I thought like, oh, it comes down to, is there more buildings or is there more cars? And I thought, oh, there's got to be more cars than buildings.
No, man.
But like, think about the amount of doors in the Burj Khalifa or the Empire State Building alone.
Yeah.
I mean, and now you talking about like trap doors and compartment doors and paper drawers on printers. Like,
Well, you have to think about this, though.
they all got little doors on them.
Drawers.
It's crazy.
A drawer.
Yeah.
Does that count as a door?
Is a drawer a door? No, a drawer
Is
is
a
a
No,
drawer.
no,
a drawer
a
is
drawer,
not a
right?
drawer.
Then like
Okay.
your dresser, but like a lot of those, like sometimes some of the
No, they
printers
have
they
doors.
have
Some
They
of them
they have-
are doors.
wheels.
Like instead of sliding, it's just a door that drops down. That's a
Well,
door.
put it this way.
That's a
put
door.
it this way.
That's 100% a door.
Drawers, though,
Draw.
they have wheels.
Yeah.
That's what make them.
and that's how they
what make 'em
slide
pull-
up.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
That's true. And like multiples. There's like 8 wheels in a system.
Exactly.
So wait, is it wheels or is it
Wheels.
or doors?
Wheels.
Wait, I'm saying no. Which one is it though? Like, no, I'm not sure.
Oh, which one?
I
You're
need.
not-
I need a definitive fucking answer.
I
I'm
don't
not
think we
gonna
have a
sleep
definitive
tonight.
answer.
That's
No one has
terrifying.
gone around the world and counted the amount of doors and
I
wheels.
will do it. I will do
Man,
it.
now that you
gonna
now
start here.
now that
Yes,
you're
yes.
starting to say that,
Now, yeah, everything.
maybe it is
Everything, bro.
wheels, because if we're gonna include all the like small parts that are
Yeah.
involved
Yeah,
in
that's true.
like
Machines that have
like
wheels.
exactly machine wheels, man, that's a lot of wheels.
Yeah.
Intricate little parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheels that we don't even see.
And I think there may be more of those small,
there are
intricate,
doors?
hidden trap doors and
Yeah.
printer doors and compartment doors and cabinet doors and all that type of shit.
You may have convinced me.
I think there might be more of those small. I mean, you're the one that brought it up with the drawer. That may be because I can imagine. Well, I was gonna say
We
inside
think about
this
we think
fridge,
about the
but no, there's no
practical
wheels
shit.
in the fridge.
the practical shit. I mean, in every fridge there's a drawer which would have
Yeah, my
wheels.
shit slide out in the drawer, dog.
I don't think there's wheels though. I think it just
Yeah, there
uses
might not be
friction.
wheels in there. It just it could just be.
I don't know. I'm
that it
gonna check
slides in.
tonight. I'll report back. I'll let you guys know.
No, but what I didn't think about is the fact that like there are machinery that involve like
Yeah.
little wheels and stuff for belts. Like even in
Yeah.
a car, the motor has
Yeah, it's not
a
just
wheel
the
that
four
spins a
wheels.
belt.
Right.
There's
Exactly.
tons of
Like,
wheels
there's-
inside that engine. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So wait, is it wheels? Are we going wheels?
I think
Are
I'm
we all
thinking
agreeing
wheels. Yeah,
that it's wheels?
I'm agreeing. I think it's wheels.
I don't
man.
think we've
There's
ever
gotta-
all
there's gotta be a
agreed
lot-
on something. We've never. Johnny's always the dissenting
I
opinion.
finally convinced you guys on something.
No, yeah. There's
I
just
feel like
so
Juac,
many.
I feel like Juac convinced us.
But yeah, you're right.
Because I was gonna go doors. I thought.
I was gonna go doors too, but as we start to think about like how many actual wheels,
Right.
Because the question is misleading because of what you said.
I said tires. Yeah, and tires
Exactly.
is not. This is not just.
No,
tires.
it's wheels. It's not tires. No.
It is wheels.
Yeah, that's very
A lot
different.
of things are considered a wheel.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Sure.
That's huge. That's a huge difference.
Bro, even the Amish have wheels, bro.
They do. Yeah, and they also have doors.
That's true.
So it's tough.
The Amish
probably
probably have
more
more
wheels.
doors than wheels. Yeah. They probably have more doors than wheels.
I don't know. They got the wheelbarrow, right?
We're going down crazy.
yeah,
ass rabbit hole
I mean,
now.
that's a lot because they don't use
so wild.
electricity, so a lot of their power
That's
has
true.
to be.
A lot of the machinery has to be like,
Yeah,
wheels
exactly.
with
Yeah,
rope.
yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah, they got their
Look at that.
clothes hanging on a clothesline and 2 wheels at the each end.
That's true. That's true. Look at that. We just further confirmed that we're all agreeing that wheels.
All right.
There has to be more wheels. All right, what's question number 2?
Next question.
That's where we're just leaving that at. Because fuck, we can be here all day
we'll be
trying
here
to
all
break
day.
that down.
Word.
Next question comes from one of our listeners, friend of ours, Michaela. She had
Shout
out.
She texted me a clip of a different podcast, sort of going over a question, basically about how, you know, guys, at least our opinions on how guys feel about women, you know, your girlfriend, you know, one night stand, whatever, like chicks with, you know, maybe they don't have perfect bodies. So we're talking about some cellulite, some stretch marks, you know, maybe even like part of the question itself was actually little tits, which I'm sure there's a bunch of ladies out there with small that, you know, wish they had big tits and vice versa for the most part. But like, you know, guys, things that guys don't normally consider or aren't, you know, in the media considered sexy per se. Just like a guy's opinion, how do you guys feel about that on women? You know, you're at a bar, you're some chick and you get her home and
Stretch
marks, yeah, some
cellulite,
yeah, like
or small breasts,
or all three. I mean, what?
Or all three.
Sure.
So I'll go ahead and I'll answer this one first.
Okay.
No.
Are you like the expert? I don't know. What was that?
No. I just,
I'm the expert.
I'm just like, I'm going to dive in front of this one.
Get it. He's going to dive on that grenade. My man.
I'm going to dive on this one first. Cause it can be a sensitive subject, I guess, you know, but, I guess first of all, I like thicker women, like, you know what I mean? So like for anyone who claims, yo, I like a girl with a big ass and all that shit, that does not come without at times cellulite or stretch marks.
That ass has to stretch out somehow. We weren't born that big, so
right.
yeah.
So like
that makes sense.
Chances are, especially like whether it's natural or unnatural, your skin is going to stretch. So stretch marks, definitely something that's going to happen. You know, if she has a baby, anything that's going to happen like that, like it is what it is. Like I've never seen that and was just like, fucking disgusting.
Put your fucking clothes back on. We're done here.
Right. No.
You could just head home for the
cellulite. No, I have no problem with any of it.
Yeah.
Even small breasts, like I'm good with. But the thing is like, for me, it's more so I am not into women that just have like no shape. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if it's like small breasts, small ass, like all that, is that a deal breaker?
No, absolutely not.
No.
But on that note, because we had a conversation earlier off the air about Zendaya. We were talking about Zendaya and how she's very pretty. She's a gorgeous girl.
Right.
But her body just is not what we prefer. Anyway,
Sure.
I mean, it's a great body, I'm sure, but like not to hate on her body because she's dope. I'm not going to lie. But like, if it came down to it, if you had to pick, who would you rather bang? Lizzo or Zendaya? So I know those are two opposite ends of the spectrum, dog. Two opposite ends. But if you had to pick, who are you picking?
Zendaya.
I thought you were going to go Lizzo.
No, Zendaya.
Okay. That just threw my whole shit off. I got nothing now. I don't know what to say. Okay, that's fair. I would pick Zendaya as well, but I didn't think you would. Johnny's like,
I gotta look up Lizzo again just to make sure.
Yeah. She's a bad bitch, and she's got.
Oh man! All right, here's my thing, man. It's like
he's like Zendaya. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going with Zendaya too.
Zendaya.
Yeah, exactly.
This question got away from me real quick.
No, but it's like, I don't know. In that comparison, that's like an extreme on both ends. It really is.
That's what I'm saying. That was the point of it.
It's an extreme on both ends, and And not to say that Lizzo probably won't pick up, Dave at a bar, catch him, and talk some shit into his ear, and then take him home.
Catch me at the right time, little Henny. Henny Dave gets wild.
Anything is possible.
Henny, ooh, I like that.
You're new to this. You're new to the Henny game.
I am. Yeah, that's not something little white kids drink. They don't drink Henny.
But in all seriousness, though. Yeah, I have no problem with. Look, he got the pure white. You gotta.
Oh shit!
It's got a stun on us real quick. Yeah, I personally don't have any problem with either of the three.
Yeah.
But if she has small breasts, to me, like if she has a big butt and small breasts, I have no problem with that. I don't like the opposite though.
Big. That's not
big
really a
breast,
combo
small.
you see too often, though.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, you saw it a lot in the '80s because that's what everybody liked in the '80s.
I think that was the jeans they were wearing, though. Like those jeans, like were not flat. Like chicks had asses; they were there. Like
they were there, but it wasn't. What's the word that I'm looking for?
The clothing did not flatter their asses.
It wasn't even that. Like the same body types existed in both eras. It's just. Now.
So you think physiologically the boots?
Because you could look at porn from both eras, and
yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. That
them
that
porn
was
girls, them Playboy models did not have the same body shape.
But that's my point. Is in the 80s and early 90s, I think that what was desired was the heavy top.
Did
top,
women exist that looked that way? I see what you're saying.
Yes, of course. Yes,
they just weren't emphasized. Yeah,
exactly, because that wasn't what was quote unquote in at that time.
Yeah.
And now the opposite is desired, right? So now we see more shapely women. More of that natural look, or quote unquote natural, depending. Because BBLs are running wild nowadays.
Yes, they are.
But also BBLs are a thing because now that's the thing. Back in them days, it was breast implants that was crazy. Like that was going like wildfire. Nowadays, the smaller breasted women, they are unless they like really want to. It's not a deal breaker for anybody. No. You know what I mean?
No.
So I have no problem with any of it, man. Just be yourself. You're gonna find somebody that fucks with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't even worry about it. If you have stretch marks, you have cellulite and all that shit. Guess what? So does every fucking body else. You're good.
And I bet there's mad dudes with stretch marks for sure. Oh, so like it's not like guys all have these perfect fucking bodies and chicks have to worry about their stretch marks. Like dudes have stretch marks, dudes have cellulite, and dudes have big tits. So like it shouldn't even be a thing that you should worry about. Because I mean, I fuck with all of them.
Yourself.
Like, I've seen girls that are gorgeous with probably all three, and then girls that were gorgeous that didn't have anything like that. So like none of those are a deal breaker for me by any means. I mean, if they are, you probably have only slept with like one girl in your life if you're lucky. If you're finding a girl without stretch marks, without like. I
mean, I know people that where it's
perfect,
where
though.
all of it is possibly a deal breaker.
Sure.
I've never had a conversation with any guy who was just like, ugh, that girl has stretch marks. Ugh, that girl has cellulite.
Right.
I've never had that conversation. With anybody.
That's not. I don't even think that registers on most guys. Like they just feel lucky to see a girl naked, and they're like, okay, let's do this. Like that's my opinion. Like, that's how I felt. Like, oh, thank you. I will not say anything about anything because I'm so happy right now. So yeah.
Doesn't matter how long you're with your girl. You're so every time you see her naked, you're still like,
yeah, absolutely. Like that Post Malone meme where he's like, like on stage and there's like some chick flashing him. Like, yeah, that's always how it is when you see tits, big, small, medium. You're just like, oh shit, okay, that's a titty right there.
That's how I behaved. That was the first time. That was how I behaved the first time I saw that pair of tits, and the thousandth time I saw that pair of tits.
Any tits, even like National Geographic. Floppy ass flat titties. You're just like, oh shit, there's a titty right there. Like you know.
You as a kid, Dave was going through National Geographic.
Oh yeah, we were.
Pause that shit. I got DVR, baby.
I was getting those. I was checking them out from the library at school. Like they had titties in those.
Those are the
nobody was monitoring that.
titties, bro.
Those were very, very long titties.
Why
Yes.
did the lady cashing them out at fucking Blockbuster remembers them every week? Is this like another National
Like,
Geographic?
National Geographic.
Yup.
I'm
really
real
like
into science, lady.
You really like Africa, don't you? I was like, yes, I do. It's wonderful.
It's the,
I'm a
it's the
missionary.
Best continent.
I'm a missionary.
I'm a missionary.
Like,
That's my preference.
You're doing the Lord's work, sir.
Jesus
Yes,
is
I am.
calling me.
Jesus.
Touch them
Oh, fuck.
titties.
All right.
Long titty, no nipple having ass, bitch.
Do ever disrespect me? Last question, guys.
Don't ever disrespect me with your pancake long nipples.
Stop National Geographic titties. All right. Okay. So let's get through this last question. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in.
How you feeding your baby? How you feeding your baby? Both his feet are flat on the ground.
Is this what it's like trying to reel me and Johnny in
All the
sometimes?
time.
I get it.
Yep.
it. Okay.
There we go.
He's
Tables
like,
a
"Yep,
turn.
that's what it's like. That's what it's like.
All right, go ahead.
Last question. What would you prefer? Your internet browsing history gets leaked to the entire world, and this regardless of whether you use a private browser, which is what he tried to pull earlier with me. I was like, no, that doesn't fucking matter. It's out there regardless. We stole it from your private browser, or a sex tape gets released of you. So browsing, and this browsing history, there'd be other stuff. It wouldn't necessarily just be porn. Sure. It'd just be normal stuff that you're doing on the computer. So it might not be all wild, but I mean, a sex tape is
A sex tape
That's
like
you
me and my
fucking right
girl.
you and whoever. I mean, you want it to be a solo tape, whatever you prefer, Johnny.
Those exist in the world.
What kind of
I'm
content
sure.
you putting out there?
Those exist in the world.
Someone has a video of you.
Top 5 at 5 has really changed.
I went first before, so
Okay.
What would you say, Dave? Start with you.
So it's tough because I don't know if we get to pick the sex performance like in the tape, because I mean we have your Jordan flu games, as we've talked about before, where you're just on it and you're killing it.
Yeah.
And then maybe you have ones that aren't fantastic, or they're nothing to write home about, like, nothing that you'd want out there. But then again, I would say honestly, my browsing history is not too crazy. Like, honestly, it's probably more stupid bullshit. Like, who was in this movie in 1987? Like, stupid shit. Like, why the fuck would he look that up at 4 a.m? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Right.
And honestly, the porn history in my browser wouldn't be anything too crazy. I mean, you have your
it's
your
literally
random
A
moments.
through Z. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
There's
no,
bound to be
You guys-
something crazy in
I
there.
love it. You guys think I roll through every category every day? You're like, oh, what time is it? Oh, Dave's probably on B's right now because it's only 7:30. Yeah. No, I would probably say browsing history, because like, oh, Dave likes fat asses, and Wednesdays he likes Asian chicks. So that's all there is. And like, I mean, a sex tape, you're raw, like probably literally, like you're just out there. It's very intimate, and I don't know that I would. I mean, I'm not a porn star. I don't want everybody watching me fucking. Like, I would say browsing history, just because it's less personal, it's less intimate.
I would agree. My browsing history, because nothing that I've searched for is crazy in that extent.
Yeah.
The most wild shit that would ever come up is like that one-off conversation you had, or like watch the documentary on something and you go to search it and then you're like, oh shit, like like what the fuck, that has nothing to do. Yeah. That has nothing to do with it.
But no, like your search history can come back and bite you. Because I remember a while ago, like I was talking to a friend of mine, like it was a friend online who lived in California. And she basically told me that she didn't personally find Asian guys attractive at all. None of them. Like, she ruled out an entire race, basically. And I thought, that's the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard. And so I Googled hot Asian guys to try and see if I could find a picture of it. And I was like sending her, I was like, how about this guy? How about this guy? Just to prove her wrong, because I'm petty like that sometimes. Like, I don't want that to be the case. And, you know, I don't remember if she found one that she liked or not. And I don't know, a couple of weeks later, I think my cousin was like on my computer and he was going to Google something. He's like, did you Google hot Asian guy? And I was like, listen, dog, there is a very particular story. And he's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. I don't believe that at all. So yeah, he thinks I Google hot Asian guys all the time.
You're probably
so
right.
So like it can definitely get you, but on that one off, you know, that doesn't happen often. But hot Asian guys.
Actually, yeah, I might have changed my because I mean
that
you're
might
right.
be the episode title.
Everything.
Everybody gets to call out the episode title, but Dave, I get it. Okay,
we have over 100 episodes of you calling it out, bro. We're good.
I just keep quiet. If you guys can go for another 100 episodes and catch up to me, and then we'll stop.
And then we'll be good. No, but I guess I was thinking. When I said that, probably, because like your normal searches without context would look wild.
For sure.
Wild.
Yeah.
You know, off of just like I said, just like some crazy, you watch a documentary, anything that could have prompted that, and you would have no recollection of the day that you went to that website and can't even defend yourself because that shit happened in 2009. Like,
no context.
You know, no context, no anything. Whereas a sex tape,
there's context. Sure. You know what's up.
Sure. No, a sex tape is released of you, right? And like you said, you're not a porn star, right? You're not a porn star. You're not hamming it up for the camera.
It's not being edited as such. Like, you probably look like a gross, disgusting person.
It just looks like
like it's not good.
And how far does that go? Like, some people who are just searching this website will probably look at it and go, "Oh, this is boring. Move on to the next one."
Right.
Type shit. Like, I could deal with that. Whatever. Until someone pops up and go, "Yo, that is Juac." Right
That's Juac.
And then it's like it's a little bit more invasive, and then and then that shit goes on for a small stint of your life, and then it's gone. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess I'd be okay with and people would just know I have a big dick, so that'd be fine.
Right.
Confirmed.
Yeah. Dave is like, sure, yep. Mm-hmm. Everyone would know that about me.
Everyone would know my dick is huge.
Oh, man. Can I just tell you before we continue with this?
Is it about your dick? Because if it is, I don't want to hear it.
No. I was looking at you with your long hair.
Yeah.
It's confirming. He's still the Rick Moranis of insensitive culture. I love it.
When did Rick Moranis have long hair?
I don't know, but you're just giving
I thought
me
it was
the
Robert
Rick
Rodriguez. What
You're
the fuck happened to Robert
Rodriguez? You're giving me Rick
Johnny?
Moranis vibes right now.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Fucking Gozer?
Johnny, what would your... I'm assuming yours is going to be the... you'd be okay with a video being leaked.
I was literally going to say everything that you just said. So, yeah, that was it. It was, you know, that's probably what I would go with, because who's going to watch a video of me? And if anyone does, they'll eventually get over it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Like, ain't nothing else.
It'd be worse for my girl, because it's like embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, it's depending on the female.
That's why
it's more embarrassing
I asked
for them
at first. Like, is it me and my girl? Because that would kind of suck for her.
Gonna suck for her.
Yeah,
just to be seen banging me.
Exactly.
She could do so much.
Y'all
better.
need to give yourself more credit. I'm sure y'all fuck wonderfully.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it's a limp. You know, we put that down. However,
it doesn't sound like it.
Will spectators agree with that? Probably not.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know. We're not doing.
But
Olympic
if it's
flips
like some like
pussy.
girl that I was with before her and somehow leaked online that I happened to have recorded, then I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah.
Right.
But when it's
What
like,
if
you know.
what if you busted mad early? Like it wasn't even a good performance. It
It's an even shorter performance.
Like I said,
they're like, oh, that's
it'll
whack.
be funny for a while, and you know,
and
if we're already like, first off, nobody knows who the fuck I am right now, so whatever.
Right.
If Insensitive Culture was famous as motherfuck, and everybody knew me, still like it would be funny for like 2 weeks, and eventually something else would take people's minds off of it, and they would make fun of us for something else because that's what the fucking the culture crew is gonna do.
Yeah.
So, and if one of my boys ever came up to me and just like, yo,
I saw you in the
I got
porn.
this. Yeah, I got this video of you right here. It's just like, bro, you
Well, bro, why you looking at my dick, bro?
You looking at my dick right now?
Why y'all looking at my dick?
Why you looking at my dick?
That's the main comeback. If a dude comes up and hates on your shit.
Yeah. That would be the
Why
extent
looking
of
at
the
my
comment.
dick,
Why you
bitch?
looking at my dick, bro?
Why you looking at my dick?
That's some
But
sus
just
ass
think,
shit.
I bet everyone here,
sus ass
everyone in
shit.
this room, everyone listening to this has seen a gorgeous girl, like a gorgeous porn star, get smashed by just some fucking schmuck dude, just some stupid ass looking dumb dude. Like, I feel like to be a male porn star, you don't even have to be good looking. I used to think like you had to be like strong and jacked and like a big buff dude to like bang these chicks, and it's just like it's just random ass dude. Just keep your dick hard and like we'll put you in this movie. That's literally the only requirement these days.
Like in the 80s, unless you were Ron Jeremy, all you needed was long
you needed
hair,
a mustache,
muscles, and a saxophone, and you were in any fucking porn. Yeah, you were in any fucking porn.
Kenny G did okay.
Yeah, I'm saying. But,
That's what's
up. Kenny G did do okay.
Kenny G.
Yeah. Is that why you're growing your hair out? You trying to be like Kenny G?
my Kenny G porn star phase.
All right.
That's
I'm not knocking it, bro.
Okay.
I hope you get some. I hope you get what you're looking for.
What you're looking for.
All right. So is that all we have?
I'm on a spiritual journey, apparently. Yes, that's all we have. Thank you.
All right, Johnny, I'm not even going to say it.
You know what it's time for.
That's right. You know what it's time for, guys. It's time for news clips.
Shit. News clip.
Yeah.
Let's talk about shit that happened since, god damn, it's been a long time since I've been around here.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Let's just say in the last week or so. Anyways, y'all heard about these thieves down in Florida that stole 400 gallons of gasoline?
What the fuck?
No.
Apparently, it's like a super simple, easy thing to do. I'm sorry. Actually, no. This was North Carolina, not Florida.
Okay, that makes
All
sense also, though.
It still tracks down south. Anyways, it's also happened in Florida multiple times. Though, so apparently, like these gasoline stations have these like really small computers inside that are just running wireless networks that allow them to like talk to each other. And through the dark web and the underlings of the internet and Reddit and all that shit, people have been able to learn, especially because there's tons of these YouTube channels with like security researchers and shit that just talk about all the different things you can do. And so they've been able to kind of hack into these wireless networks and be able to control the gas pump, where they're able to then like drop the price down to $0.00 and just pump fucking gas.
Damn.
Yeah,
they get tracked? Do they get tracked by that? Like, does it pull up your MAC address? Like, do cars have MAC addresses if they have internet capability? Like,
no. So they're it's not the car that's hacking it. It's like they're using like another like a laptop or some shit to like hack into these.
Okay.
It's mad. So because it has its own wireless, its own Wi-Fi, they're able to do it externally, logging into this system and changing numbers around. Because I was gonna say, how wild is that to walk up to a fucking gas pump with a MacBook? You know what I'm saying?
That's like John Connor.
No, I could. Yeah,
Terminator 2. Remember when he took the computer to the ATM and like took that money out somehow?
Right.
Like, I thought that was the coolest fucking shit I'd ever seen in my life.
But that's crazy. See, and this is how you know that it's gotten into the hands of the public.
And sometimes you could actually just like know the code too. Like you don't even need the laptop and shit. You could just know the access code to a pump and certain brands of pumps. You could just,
they have to change that somehow, right?
The default codes.
Exactly. And it might like do something to open some shit up or change something in the computer. So they were able to figure out what the code was and set that price to 0.
But you see, this is what I was saying. This is how you know it's gotten into the hands of the public, because anybody who's experiencing something like this would try to figure out ways to get a discount themselves so that it doesn't raise so many flags. But when you bring that shit down to 0 and we didn't get anything for that,
right?
You know what? If I could fill my tank like back in the day, where I could fill my tank up for $20, $20-$30,
yeah,
I'll be good with that. I'll be like, you can't.
$1 a gallon, like $1.10, $1.15. Those were the prime
even like right now.
prices.
If I was able to bring it down to like $2.50, huh?
For like $15, if I could bring the gas down to $15 for a fill up, that'd be lit.
Shit. You let me change that gas the pump to about $2.50 right now a gallon. I'll be satisfied with that. You know, like you're not spending that much money on gas and you're still paying something. But then again, now there's some sort of record of who paid this.
I think it would take whatever the tax is.
Yeah,
like
that's
the New
true.
York
So
State.
yeah, no, got to be back down to 0. No.
Because you ain't gonna walk into the store with cash and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna 15 on pump 3."
I mean, that probably isn't out of the ordinary, though. That's people probably do that all the fucking time. Like, oh, okay. They just doesn't realize that you got fucking 15 gallons for $15 that you,
that's true.
True
that
that.
you
True
paid.
that.
So that wouldn't even probably raise any flags.
You'd be like, you in the Tahoe over there? You just want 15? That ain't gonna get you far, bro.
You don't make it out
No,
of the parking lot.
we good.
Why you all on my shit?
Why you all on me?
No, that'd be crazy if if you were able to pull that shit off. Oh man, nah, fuck that. Yeah, because what are they gonna do if they catch you on camera pumping the gas? The worst that they can do is say, "Hey, you pumped this gas." Yeah, I walked up to this pump. It said X amount of price on the thing. I didn't know what that meant. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
What was all them numbers you was typing into the pad, even though you paid cash?
Why'd you have your computer? Why'd you have your MacBook on you when you were getting your gas, dog?
No. See, that's why I said like you would be in the car. It has to be strategic, and we're not giving anybody ideas on this.
Well,
but it would have to be strategic. You can't be all out in the open with a fucking MacBook.
Now you involving too many people just to fill up a little tank of gas.
Right. Just one other person. Yo, hit these numbers in there. Boom. Or if you already know it, like you said, if they know the passcode, it's just like I put in my code. I was trying to put in my zip code.
Nah, at that point you gotta just use stolen credit cards.
Yeah, fuck all that, man. I'd be sure.
Or
I'd probably
stolen
do
gift
it like
cards.
once.
You gotta use boosted cards or boosted gift cards or some shit.
Once it worked.
Gas
if it
cards.
Works one time, just like
consider yourself lucky.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, gas cards. Just buy prepaid
cards,
prepaid gas cards.
Prepaid gas cards.
Yep. Buy them somewhere else. Just have
that
a
shit
stack
is a
of them
hustle.
in the car.
That shit is a super hustle already.
Oh, it is a
People
super
do
hustle.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Giving people ideas here.
Giving me ideas.
And this is not a scam podcast.
This is not. We don't know shit about anything.
Not a scam pod.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
You kidding me? I just fucking paid like $80 to fill up my tank.
Same.
Oh man.
I know. I wish I knew a hustle for that. Check this out. South Carolina, they have instituted a new method of execution. So the death penalty in South Carolina has now allows death by firing squad.
Firing squad. Why the
South
fuck
Carolina?
would you want the firing squad? When's the last time? Do you know? Is there anything in that article that you're reading? Is there the last time the fire squad? Is it still used in other states? Has it been used recently? Because do you know exactly what the firing squad is?
Yeah, they line your ass up.
They line your ass up with like a bunch of dudes. One of them has a bullet, and you're getting shot in the fucking heart. Like, what if they're not good shooters? Like, there's so many questions around the firing squad that I thought, oh, that's why they got rid of it and they don't do it anymore. Are there still other places that use the
South,
and
so
has
South
do
Carolina,
people get executed by that?
Yeah. So South Carolina joins Mississippi.
Just shoot me. I'm ready for it.
Mississippi, and the funny thing is this is a choice, right? Like this is the one that you choose. If whatever other reason, you can choose to be killed by firing squad, as opposed to the electric chair, which is the primary method of execution.
Lethal injection.
And lethal injection. I'm not sure. I think the problem is the reason they added this is because they're not able to find the
chemicals.
The chemicals. There you go. That's the word. To make the lethal injections. And so those things have been running low.
Injection.
Yeah,
we've been lethal injecting a lot of people.
It's a long problem. Probably.
Damn. That's crazy, though.
But anyways, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and Utah all have firing squad, and actually 3 executions all in Utah since 1976, when the death penalty was reinstituted. They've all been carried out in Utah. And the most recent one, 2010.
2010. Jeez, I can't imagine.
It's the last person in the United States to be executed by firing squad.
That seems like the equivalent of like dueling with somebody in the street, like taking 10 paces and turning around and just shooting and see what the fuck happens. Like
10 paces high.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought like I think I would almost rather be hung than firing squad, bro. Like you're really putting a lot into those marksmen. Like, yeah, they can kill me instantly, so I don't feel shit. Is that humane? Like, there's so many questions I have.
They don't give a fuck about anything humane.
I mean, it has to be like that's the law.
And where do they shoot? Like, do they shoot? Where are they aiming?
I thought it was your heart. It was a heart shot.
Or
yes,
to the
I
head?
thought it was. I thought it was a heart shot. I thought like that was my impression. And like, how the fuck
are you going to 3 people aiming at your heart?
So from what I understood, when it's the firing squad, it's
I have no idea.
however many people. I thought it was like maybe 7 to 10 guys standing there with a gun. One of them has a bullet. They all pull the trigger at the same time, and whoever has the bullet is supposed to shoot your heart, so you die.
Gotcha.
Like, that is not. I'm not enough.
So it's not even 3 bullets. It's just
it's
one
not even
bullet.
3 bullets. It's just one bullet. One of those dudes have a bullet. You don't know who it is. They count down or whatever they do, and you're supposed to get shot in the heart and fucking die. There's no precision. Like
that is crazy.
That's crazy to me. And
it's bananas.
It really is. It boggles my mind. We talk about a lot of crazy shit on here, but that probably boggles my mind the most. That's okay. People are like, yeah.
Since we're on the subject, and we hadn't talked about it previously, but recently, like within the past like month or two, I guess the Senate passed a bill to finally make lynching illegal, because it's been legal apparently in
Georgia,
in a lot of places.
Probably.
So the craziest thing, the craziest thing that happened with that is 3 Republicans actually voted against the bill.
Yeah.
It was unanimous minus the 3 Republicans that did that.
I remember we posted this in the group chat, and we're like, you don't have any defense when you vote against illegalizing lynching, right? Like there's no.
They just couldn't help themselves.
What argument do you have for that? It doesn't make you sound like a racist piece of shit.
I don't have to mention their names, although they're clearly listed.
We should. If you have them, like we should.
Oh, I do have them. So it was
assholes.
I'll fucking say it. So it was Andrew Clyde from
him.
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. What do you say?
Oh, shocker.
Yeah.
Thomas Massey from Kentucky.
Kentucky. What do you say?
Shocker.
And
scumbag.
Chip Roy from Texas.
Oh, Chip Roy from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are the only three people that, and none of that is a shock to me.
Wish we had the cool guy club. The guitar solo.
Yep.
Because they are definitely some cool guys. I mean, that's crazy. And, you know, they put your name out there publicly. Like, this is who voted against making lynching illegal. Chip Roy. Like, it's, man. To be such a scumbag and not care. Like,
to be named Chip Roy and not
Chip
care.
Roy, yeah.
I mean, if I was named Chip Roy, I'd fucking hate myself, too.
When you get named Chip Roy, you're pro lynching from birth. So it doesn't even matter at that point, right? Chip Roy, thank you, sir.
Oh, man. All right. What's the
gross,
next one?
dude? That's so gross.
You're right, though. You're right. Oh, man. Good old Chip.
Good old Chip. Good old Snoop.
Ooh.
Good Snoop Dogg. Is going to be a character in Call of Duty come April.
Oh,
a playable character.
Playable character. Okay, because they said returning, and I thought like that means he must have been in like a cutscene or something, like an unplayable character. So I think
he previously had a voice. He was in a voice or did like a voiceover character in a previous version. Okay. But now he's going to actually be a playable character in mobile as well as in Warzone and in Vanguard.
That's kind of dope. Like, I haven't played Call of Duty in a lot of years, but like just to go around with Snoop Dogg and just start shooting the shit out of people.
That's what I'm thinking.
It tracks.
Yeah.
It tracks.
What is it? Call of Duty Long Beach?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I see what you did there. Ain't that just Saints Row?
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Yeah. I used to fuck with Saints Row.
Yo, Saints Row got too wild. Like,
it did.
Even for me, it got too wild. It's like, yo.
It started.
And that was its premise. Like, I was like, oh, we're a little wilder than GTA, but no. Us. And
it
then
started off.
It
started off being some like hood shit. Like, I remember you could go to the store, cop a 40 ounce, smoke some weed, go cop some blunts, and the screen will get fuzzy or whatever. It was, and it was just like a shooter.
Yeah.
The second one came around and it got a little bit more into the gang shit, a little wild, and then it just started getting into like space and all kind of crazy shit. Like it just went off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
The first one was dope though.
Yeah, because it was very GTA like, but just a little bit. It almost like it's like, how can you get more crazy than GTA? And they did it. And you're like, whoa, this is crazy. And then they took it too far, and you're like, all right, maybe tone it back a little bit. This is getting crazy.
There was a realistic element to GTA that made it.
That's what made it fun.
Yeah,
it was that was the. But when you're running around in like a fucking, I don't know. I feel like there was mad dildos in Saints Row. Something tells me like I played like that game, dude. It was just everyone had a dildo. Like there was, it was. Not that there's anything wrong with dildos. I'm just saying like that's not what I want from my third person shooters. I don't want mad dildos.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But I mean, hey.
For those of you who enjoy dildos, he meant nothing by it.
No, not at all.
Nothing by it. Nothing at all.
Dildo it up,
man.
How much do you think he got paid to be in COD?
Oh, he probably got paid some bread, man.
Yeah, I don't know how much. It was a decent paycheck, and he was just like, "Yeah, I fuck with Call of Duty, and I'm Snoop Dogg, so I do fucking everything that's sent my way. So
that's
sure, whatever you want to offer me, like,
that's true too.
Let's just do it. Like, I don't think Snoop Dogg's turned anything down. Like, he fucking Chinese commercial. No, dude, no. Like, as long as it's paying, it seems like he's about it. So.
Yeah. No, I would be too.
Get that bag, Snoop.
Yeah. If they want to pay me for my likeness and shit that I fuck with anyway.
What if they wanted insensitive culture to do like a Japanese commercial where like, Japanese language, then we're just pimping some drink or something. I'd be like,
fresh off the plane, konnichiwa, bitches.
There you go.
I'm down to do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
For
Like
real,
you
for
always
real.
see those celebrities that do like crazy commercials in Japan and wherever, and they're always like wild. But then the only English they say is the name of the product, and they fucking bank on that shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's killer. I would do
They've
it.
been doing that for years.
Hell yeah.
Snoop Dogg has songs with like artists from Korea. From
absolutely. He'll get
Japan.
on
He
anything,
don't give
bro.
a fuck.
Give
He's
him
on
that bread.
he's on their videos speaking Japanese as best as he could.
I feel like I
with the
saw
Snoop
that.
Dogg
We got to get
swag.
Snoop Dogg on the pod then.
Yeah, we got
get
to.
on anything
He doesn't say no to anything, so yeah, I'll hit him up, guys.
with a check. Anything with a check.
I'll reach out.
Yeah.
Shit. It won't be a big check, but I mean, I have some starter checks still that I could probably.
I mean, I'll tell him
at
that,
least 50K,
cash that
nephew.
bitch in 2030.
yeah. Like, yo, we're moving some funds around. Don't worry about this till
worry about-
2029.
Just
Yeah.
a couple years. Just wait a couple years before you
$1
throw
million
that in the bank, man.
Takes 3 days checking in the savings.
Like, or bounce it next week. I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do, but you got to do the show first. You got to do the show first.
Right. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Word.
Oh man, you can trash talk us afterward. That's fine. That's good publicity.
We still hit. Still
Yeah,
hit.
it's like I got
them
that
numbers.
100,000 views.
Yup.
Oh man, no, but he probably just got paid a little bit of change. Probably
I'm
wasn't
sure.
worried
Yeah,
about it.
decent
I think
job.
he's into gaming too.
Yeah,
so
He was probably all about it. He's like, I just want something to do with this. He loves Call of Duty. I know he fucks with Call of Duty hard.
Yeah.
So like that was probably like an honor for him. Like, yeah, you guys want to pay me to do this? All right, I'll do it.
right,
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
he
true.
got going.
That's
he
true.
has his name on so much shit.
All right, there's this story that's been catching a lot of social media press, let's call it. Been bouncing around based on this Reddit post. If you're familiar with the Reddits, there's a subreddit called "Am I the Asshole?" And chances are you probably are, but sometimes you're not, and that's what kind of what this post is about. Is right. This one's getting a lot of upvotes, a lot of traction. Yeah. So basically, we have all dealt with these people. Most of these people have had to deal with me when sometimes I'm this person, even though I think I'm a little bit, aware of how bad I am. But, people that just take too long to do shit. Don't you just hate people that, like, keep you tardy and are always late to shit? Like, it just bothers you. Like, it slows you down. Yeah. And there's this a post on Reddit from the user Striking Still, who... I don't know if this was a throwaway account because usually most of these people post under a throwaway, but
Burners.
He says, am I the asshole for ditching my wife at the mall because she was taking too long?
Oof.
So my man left his wife at the mall, and not only left his wife at the mall, but they went to the mall to go see a movie. So he left her, watched the movie by himself, turned his phone off.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's
and didn't come out until it was
Definitely an
over.
asshole.
And then, found her on the bench in the lobby, who was, according to him, she was beside herself because he ditched her. And he didn't feel bad at all and told her that he'd do it again.
Yeah, no.
This dude might be my hero, kind of, like in a way.
So
I
the
mean,
thing
he's
is,
definitely
right?
an asshole.
So the thing is that most of the posts are supporting him and saying
see
he's
that.
not the asshole.
No, I can see that. However, he is 1,000% the asshole.
All right, so
Was there agreed upon time? Like, I mean, did she obviously knew that there was going to be a movie.
she's just the type that is always always making him late for shit. He says he lost friends over the fact that they're always late for shit. She's always in tow. She doesn't care about any time that he asks her, like, yo, we're running late. She like throws it back at him. She's super chronic on this in this area. So this is the scenario. He says, last night we went out to see a movie. We got to the mall before the movie started, and that was a battle in itself. But miraculously, because of the prospect of doing some shopping, she was able to get her things together, and we got there with some time to spare. She started to shop while I more or less followed her until it was time to go to the theater. When I told her it was time to go to the theater, she happened to be talking to a sales clerk about the clothes, and she says, hang on for a second. And as usual, hang on means I have absolutely no concern about your needs because I'm doing my own thing right now, and anything other than what I want to do is out of the question. So I waited around for a couple more minutes, and then she started taking jeans off the shelf to try on new combinations.
Oh, yeah.
She starts trying
The
shit on,
previews
dog.
had already started. I told her, and she said, we can just skip the previews.
Nah.
So
and
at
that's
this
fair,
point,
honestly. Skipping the
he
previews,
walked
that's
away.
like the last step. Like, we're skipping the previews. We
The
need to
previews
be
already
there
started?
after the... Right.
Yo, we still
Right,
got
that
to
means
walk
we need to
across
leave
the
right now.
mall, get
that means
there,
we need to leave
wait
right
in
now.
line.
I'm picturing
I gotta
myself
get my
in Eastview right now.
popcorn. You know,
Yeah. Get seated, get situated, get comfy. Like, yeah.
and he ended up missing the first few minutes of the movie, even through all that.
Right.
What movie was it? Did it say?
He did not say.
No?
Let's
I'm
just
Imagine
call
it
it
was
the
Batman
Batman.
for
That's
3
what I'm
hours.
thinking.
Let's call it the
thinking it's,
Batman.
I'm
3
thinking, bro,
hours.
if it's the Batman, bro, and I tell my girl, yo, preview started, we gotta
All right,
go.
let's
and
call
she
it
decides
Uncharted.
To try. Okay, so it's Uncharted. Ah, it's Uncharted? Really?
Don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, no. Movie aside.
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Uncharted, Batman.
Nah, it's the Batman. It's most likely the Batman.
Let's
Let's
say
say
it's the Batman, or it's something Spider-Man, No Way Home, dog. Like,
Yeah.
we've been waiting for this. This is something that's important to us. And she starts trying shit on while the previews had already started. Like, bitch, here's your ticket.
Right.
I will be in the theater. Like, come in when you're ready. Like, I wouldn't turn my
You know
phone
where
off.
it is.
That's
You
fucking
know where it is.
Yeah, I would have told her
that's-
where I was sitting at least.
Absolutely. I tell her and I transfer her my ticket. I'll even like when I'm signing in there, I'll be like, look, this is for 2 people. I'll give her name. Like, I'm like, when she comes through, just let her in. Cause like, this is her ticket. Like, I would bend over backwards to let her come in and see that movie. I'm not turning my phone off, but once the previews start, a movie that I want to see, and I'm thinking about Batman in particular, cause I wasn't going to miss that fucking movie. Like, we've been waiting for years for that shit. It feels like, so
To me, it don't matter.
I will tell her, yes, like, this is where it is. This is where I'm going. Here's your ticket. Like, I will make sure she has every opportunity to get into that movie. And if she wants to show up 30, 40 minutes late,
That's
cool.
on her.
That's on her. Or you sit next to
Word.
me. Like, you're good. Like, I feel like it was a little wild to turn your phone off. Like, I get it though, because this is obviously this is habitual in his
festering,
case.
yeah.
So he was being a little petty, I feel like, in that position. Like, okay, fuck you then. Like, cause we've been heated like that at a chick. We don't want to hear nothing. We don't want to see that. We just turn our shit off. You don't want to fucking think about it. Don't want to be bothered. I think the phone off was a bit further than I would have taken it, but everything else that he did, I mean, I don't know if he like gave
Wouldn't
her
have
the
mattered.
ticket and shit. Like,
She would have blown up my phone. I wouldn't have answered it.
I mean, it would have been on
Exactly.
theater mode anyway, so fuck them.
right.
Nah.
And I
But-
would have let her know I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
after the scenario, I mean, he was an asshole on how he approached it, because I definitely would have been like, yo, I'm going to the theater right now. This is where I'm going. Whenever you're done, you can come meet me, but I'm not missing anything for you anymore. And I would walk off. And if she would have to make a decision right then and there, either follow me or continue doing what you're doing.
Right.
But either way, the message is there. But to just
The message needs
Not
to be
say anything?
to turn around and just walk off.
just to walk off, not even say, yo, this is where I'm going. But I mean, even though, I mean, that should have been obvious. He went to the fucking movie.
She knows.
She
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
just walked to the fucking theater if it was within the mall. So, you know, she was probably stupid on that shit too. But
and she knew
whatever.
what movie they were going to see. She knew where they.
Yep, she knew everything, the time. So she could have easily just, you know, whatever. But unless he had both tickets and then didn't give it to her, and then that's the asshole thing on his end.
But I understand
at that point. Yeah, she can't get in.
She's not getting in.
But I understand the frustration of having someone that's
habitually
just like, it's a habitual problem.
Lost friends over
Every
it. Like, that's
time.
serious, dude. You don't stop being friends with someone over some stupid bullshit. Like, that had to have been affecting people.
Yeah. I mean, if it would have affected that, like to where I lose friends and shit, I'd be questioning the relationship.
I was like, he already lost friends, but the movie is where he drew the line. He's like, that's it, I'm taking a stand. I can't do this anymore.
No, he just walked off. I don't think he did anything too crazy. He could have just left her ass there and turned off his shit. Didn't even go to the movie.
Were they married? Is this a husband and wife, or was this? This was a husband and wife. Okay.
Oh, so
it wasn't like a boyfriend girlfriend. Where you could be like, listen,
long time.
This ain't gonna work out no more.
Nah.
No, they had to drive home awkwardly silent.
Okay. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
That's a rough drive. I don't envy that.
Yeah. All right. Last fucking story. Asshole douchebag of the week. This and it wasn't that guy.
It wasn't Putin either.
Another North Carolina story.
Awesome.
Crazy. A dog. So you know this guy's an asshole if it involves a dog.
Sure.
He dumped a dog at least he took it to a shelter. Dumped the dog at a shelter. But why did he dump the dog off at the shelter? Because he saw the dog hump another male dog and said the dog was gay.
Said the dog was gay. A gay dog. He got rid of his gay dog. And this was in, you
He
said
got
North
rid of
Carolina,
little
right?
Fezco
That is
because he called it a Gaynine.
gay. That's actually really funny.
That's pretty witty.
Episode title?
All right, let's stop that now, okay?
Stop it. All right, Dave, that's enough.
That's enough. See, that's what happens when I recommend it. Oh, that's it. That's the foot comes down. That's the foot is down now. No, I saw this story, and I remember I read it out to Ash because like I was just scrolling through some bullshit while we were watching shows, and I was like, oh yeah, a dog dropped off at the thing because he was gay, and like I know my dog Cliff, dude. Like when he was younger, before he got neutered, like before his surgery, he would hump females, males.
It doesn't
me,
matter. It does
Ash,
not matter.
Like, it doesn't matter at all. There's
Hell
no right.
He wants that pink doggy dick waggling around everywhere.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really all there is to it. That's sad. I mean, I'm hoping that dog is gonna get
people are just fucking
adopted
stupid. People are just
that dog will
I mean,
get fucking
and the
rescued
Carolinas
for sure.
too. You got to remember what kind of people you're dealing with in the Carolinas.
Oh my God. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean that tracks. That
Might
tracks.
as
for
well
the South.
be
Yeah,
Florida.
It does.
Seriously.
Right.
Don't say gay. Don't say gay dog either.
That's true. Yeah, no, it's such a stupid thing. Such a stupid thing. People don't realize like it's like the whole gay thing is like it's practiced amongst multiple animals in this world.
It says in this article 1,500 animal species.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's not like do they acknowledge it? Probably some of the smarter ones, but humans are the only ones that just think way too much about it.
Yeah.
So where if someone else is gay, it bothers them for some reason. Like what the fuck does that bother you?
Yeah,
You're gonna get rid of your dog because it humped. Like that dog doesn't even realize that it's a guy. He's just like, I'm gonna hump this thing. Like it humps a fucking pillow.
Yeah. Cliff had a big 4-foot hot dog, stuffed animal. And like, as he was a puppy, like he was probably like 20 pounds, dude. Like that was his fucking
bitch.
shit, bro. He was pounding that thing out nightly. And I have video of it. Like if you guys ever want to see it, he was giving it to him good.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
It's already, check your email. I just sent it to Juac at insensitiveculture.com.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, that's
it's stupid. That's dumb. But
Carolinas.
yeah, like you said, it tracks.
It tracks for the Carolinas.
For the region.
Yeah.
It tracks for the region.
For the Bible Belt.
Yeah. It sounds like these are the same people that would be against making lynching illegal. So.
Was it Chip Roy? Did he drop the dog off? Is that fucking cocksucker? Is that who that was?
Fucking guy.
I knew it. I knew
That
it.
fucking guy. Is that the news for this week?
That's the news for
And that's the
episode 107.
And that, guys, is the news for 107. All right, so you know what that means then. HOLLYWOO. All right, so we have a few things to bring up that have come around in Hollywood.
We have.
One of the questions that I just had to ask you guys because
Questions. That's my shit. What do
that
you
is your shit. So recently we've been seeing a lot of talk about Nicolas Cage, like with Pig. Even though the movie wasn't what I thought about it, but his name is like starting to ring bells a little bit more. Right there, he's coming up in interviews more often. People are just. I forgot he was tied to another project that's a major project. Oh, recently he said he'd love to be a part of superhero movies, MCU. He loves them. He feels like they are, they're a fun blast. He was Ghost Rider. Oh, that's what it was. He was Ghost Rider, and people asked him, would he be Ghost Rider again? He said, yeah, absolutely. Like those type of movies are great.
I'm so sick of people saying that they would. I'd be open to being in the MCU.
I mean,
of course
they would be
like,
fucking
what
anything.
the fuck?
Who wouldn't?
I would be open to getting millions of dollars. Sure, why not?
Sure,
like,
but
do you really
Right.
want to do that project? Do you care about it, or do you know that there's a fucking fat Marvel paycheck behind it?
I mean,
and you don't know the difference.
You're
like,
getting upset for no reason because these are questions that are being asked by like
no. It's
by
just,
interviewers.
in general, I'm
Interviewers.
just saying, like
Charlie
Cox. Like,
Sure. Oh, yeah.
We get it, dude. Yeah, you
of
want
course
back into
you
the
wanna fucking be
MCU.
in that.
I want in the MCU. You want in the like. We all fucking want to be in the MCU somehow. Like, yeah, we get it.
My question,
open to it.
question about it is because we've been seeing his name pop up more and more. Do you think Nicolas Cage is actually making a comeback to Hollywood, like to be an A-lister within the near future?
A-lister, no.
No,
Not
maybe
a chance.
B.
I don't see that. Yeah, I see B, and that's. I mean, he hasn't been an A-lister since like Con Air and The Rock. Like that was his A-lister time.
Con Air and
he
The
fucking
Rock?
yeah. I mean, what was another blockbuster that he's done since? Like those,
I think he's the
Face Off and shit. Like those were that was his fucking.
Yeah, those
That
were
was his
A-list
peak.
days.
That was where he fucking peaked with Travolta and shit. Like he's not dropping anything like that anymore.
I mean, I feel you. I mean, you're just naming some like some old shit like Con Air, like National Treasure and fucking Gone in 60 Seconds was more recent. Than,
those weren't blockbusters.
Were they?
I feel like those weren't.
I mean,
and I don't even think
I
they
still
were
feel like-
blockbusters either. Yeah.
I don't think they were
Gone in 60
blockbusters, but I think that
I think Gone in 60 Seconds might have been the last movie he made that like made over $100 million.
Right.
And I don't even know if it did.
I don't know. I fucked with that movie hard. That movie was dope as fuck.
Gone in 60 Seconds was fire. Hell yeah. I wasn't a big National Treasure guy.
I still rank those amongst like his biggest, like he was an A-list actor at that point still.
Gone in 60 Seconds
What
only
year?
made
What year?
$101 million.
Batman made that. What? Batman made that after a week. So
That was in
like
2000.
Now we're comparing numbers from early
Well,
2000s to
no,
2022.
of course not.
Just to put it in perspective.
But put it in perspective, its opening weekend was only $25 million in the year 2000.
So
That's
because
not a big opening weekend.
No, I understand that.
classics
I
after
understand
the
that.
fact.
I understand that. But because the movie wasn't as successful as it was projected to be, doesn't mean that he was not an A-list actor at the time.
I don't think so. A-list is like you're making $20 million a movie.
Yeah.
How much did he make off that movie?
You think he got 20 million for Gone
He
in
might
60
have.
I
Seconds?
don't know. I mean, he might have. I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I don't think.
Let's see.
Randall, what was it? Randall Reigns. What was his name in the movie?
Reigns.
Memphis Reigns.
Memphis Reigns. Yeah.
Okay.
Memphis Reigns. When's the last time you saw Gone in 60 Seconds, dude?
I love that
while.
Memphis Reigns. Damn, but he remembered Memphis Reigns. I remember
It's in
blonde
the
Angelina.
list.
Blonde Angelina Jolie in that movie was smoking. I was like,
Oh yeah, she was good.
That's true. She was in there.
Sway.
Yeah.
Sway,
She wasn't an A-list actor, being in this movie.
No, this was the start of her. This was still
2000,
on the early.
that dropped in 2000.
Yeah.
So, let me see. Yeah, probably. It probably was. Lord of War was dope.
Lord of War was dope.
That was 2005.
I feel like I bought Lord of War from like the discount rack at at Blockbuster when they were going out of business, though. Like it was not the.
Yeah, and he was doing National Treasure up until 2007. Next was I could have sworn was.
But
a bigger
National
movie.
Treasure was not a big movie.
I thought it
The first one was big.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, he was already on his way down. I mean, the second one was after Ghost Rider, and by Ghost Rider time, he was on his way down. World Trade Center on his way down. The Weatherman
in that?
down.
He was in World Trade Center?
Lord of War, he was on his way down. And Lord of War came the year after National Treasure. And Lord of War was probably
Lord of War.
I liked it, but it was not a highly marketed big budget movie.
No.
He was already out of the big budget area by that time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Say
still
that.
felt
That trio.
And
I still
did you
feel like he
realize?
was big in
And
that.
did you realize? Because I saw that out as earlier this week, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" Nicolas Cage is an Oscar-winning actor.
What did he won an Oscar?
Yeah, for
what?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, nice.
What did he do in Fear and Loathing?
I've never seen Fear and Loathing.
I'm sorry, not Fear and Loathing. Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. I was like, Fear and
like-
Loathing. It's like, bro, I've
That's why I
seen that
didn't-
movie a lot, and you're making me feel stupid right now. Like, I can't believe I have to ask this, but what did he do? Like, was he a producer? Did he get like a producing
No.
credit?
Sorry.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
Well, either way.
Yeah, no, that was good.
I feel-
That was probably like, that was like on his way up before.
that
he
was
doesn't have to
definitely
be
on
an
his way
A-list
up.
actor now.
It was
He doesn't
Leaving
have to
Las
be an
Vegas, and the year after was The Rock.
And that's when they all started the Face Off and Con Air and all
Yes.
those. That was his
But-
peak. That was where he went down after those.
The Rock, Con Air, Face Off, then City of Angels. That was a big one. But then Snake Eyes, 8mm, Bringing Out the Dead, Gone in 60 Seconds, then The Family Man, then
Ugh.
Christmas Carol, then
Was the
Wind
Weatherman?
Talkers,
The Weatherman? Wasn't there
The
a Weatherman?
Weatherman. Yeah.
Wicker Man. Yeah.
He was
the
he
Weatherman.
was
I do remember that.
he was on his way down at that point. It was really that's 95 till about
99?
2000.
Yeah.
99 2000. That was his 5 years of fucking A. And
That was
then
his
and then he
A-list.
went
Those
down
were
to
his
A
A-list, yeah.
minus and then
B plus,
B
B minus, B. Yeah, he's
and then right around Ghost Rider time he dropped down to C and then he just fell off.
he was in the
Kick,
Greek
and then he made a
alphabet.
little comeback with Kick Ass.
Right.
Yep.
We thought he had a spot, and then,
Yep.
then it went nowhere from there.
Giant out.
Yeah.
And
now
then
his,
I didn't
now
even
his
came out
biggest
for a
movies are
second.
There was a
Croods.
Ghost
The
Rider
Croods.
too. I didn't even know that.
There was. It was horrible. That shit was trash.
Oh my god,
That
that
shit was
must have been so
absolute
bad that
trash.
I
It
don't
was.
even.
It
I
was.
blocked it out mentally.
Yeah, no. Ghost Rider 2 was extremely bad.
Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, that was extremely bad. I can't even believe that one got made. Yeah.
Oh shit! Merch alert.
So then for y'all, I guess the answer is no. But
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I would like to see him. I would like to if there are two people who I would like to see come out of obscurity. It's him and Brendan Fraser.
Oh, Brendan. I
Brendan
would pick
Fraser's
Brendan
on his way
Fraser,
back.
100% over Nicolas Cage. And I mean, I don't have anything against Nicolas Cage, but I feel like Brendan Fraser has. I feel like he deserves a come up.
Isn't he in
more
something-
than anybody?
He's in something.
He's been big with.
He's been in a
DC.
couple of things, but he's coming in. He's in something.
Something big, right? Like a Scorsese picture or something. I feel like it was something.
Yeah.
I know he's in Doom Patrol, but he's in Killers of the Flower Moon.
That's what it was.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And they still have like his young photo on IMDb. It's not even like his most recent. Also he's in Batgirl too.
Oh, Batgirl too. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. But he's been making some moves with DC as of late.
He has, with Doom Patrol.
fans really
Robot
love him.
Man.
Fans have always spoke up for him.
Yeah.
I saw something where he was like just moved at the thought that, people still actually really care about him and shit. So that's dope. I would love to see Brendan Fraser. I'd like to see him and Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage doesn't have to be an A-list actor, but if he comes back up and makes some decent movies, like those roles, he doesn't have to star in them. But if he makes those decent roles, I'd like to see it. He's not a terrible actor. I saw a small.
He was
part
in that
of
No Sudden Move on HBO, which was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw Nicolas Cage in that trash ass movie called Jiu-Jitsu, where a bunch of MMA fighters were like fighting aliens and shit like that, or some shit. I forgot. Yeah, it was horrible. I only saw it because it was like a joke that this trailer went around.
What's the thing he's coming out in soon?
Nick Cage?
Yeah, it's The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, the one where he plays himself.
Oh yeah. I want to see that, but
that looks pretty good.
That's what made me ask that.
Okay,
like that movie looks already. That movie looks all right. Like
that looks pretty good.
It's about him making fun of himself, like him being Nicolas Cage and
and I sent you that article.
Of Nick Cage.
I sent you an article about how he was like he refused to make the movie for like over 10 years or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they kept on bringing it up to him, and he didn't want to do it until he finally read the script and was like,
"This is actually pretty good.
This is actually pretty good. We might be able to make something out of this."
Or until the work was scarce enough that he was like, I don't know where my next check's coming from.
I don't know. It's been scarce for many years.
It has been, yeah. No,
I don't know. Y'all talking shit, but
he was bankrupt. He was buying $200,000 castles and shit. Like, didn't he fucking? He went under, bro. Like,
I get that, but he has had consistent work. They may not have been top tier. Top tier.
He's getting paid what, $30,000 to be in something instead of like $30 million. That's a big difference.
Yeah, I feel you, sure. But still, I mean, like you said,
I'm not saying he hasn't been. He's had a consistent movie. He just hasn't turned anything down.
Like Snoop.
Right. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies in 2019.
Like Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes hasn't been in anything, but she's been turning everything down.
Oh, he has. He had to make some movie for, or he had to make a little bit of money for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably single-handedly keeping his
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Probably.
Facts.
Probably. All right, we can move on.
And he was in that Pig, and the Pig got a lot of buzz. It got a lot of buzz.
Pig was good. It was good. It just wasn't what I expected.
Wasn't money.
I expected a whole like people were explaining that movie like it was like John Wick.
Yeah,
right.
Like he was supposed to be. So I was waiting for that John Wick action to come, and it never came. It was more of like a drama.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, okay, all right. It didn't show up. All right. So it was more of the disappointment of that people.
The expectations were set too
high.
There we
go. Yeah, the expectations were wild. Let me see. So there's been a lot of buzz around with fans who we said it a long time ago because it was Rocco who brought up the idea when we were talking about who can play the new Wolverine in a movie in the MCU. And Rocco was the one that brought out Daniel Radcliffe. Well, apparently that has been buzzing real fucking hard lately with fans who are screaming for Daniel Radcliffe to play Wolverine in the MCU. I fuck with that idea. I think that would be dope. I think people are still thinking Harry Potter.
Be Big Ed.
Huh?
Big Ed.
Yeah.
Be Big Ed.
I think people are still thinking Harry Potter. He makes a lot of, because of his experience with Harry Potter, he makes a lot of smaller movies where he's made some big leaps in his career.
Yeah.
On his with acting in general.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's a Rob Pattinson situation where people are just tied to a certain thought or idea of it being, Daniel Radcliffe. But if you really think of it, if he gets jacked, if he gets huge, and I think he can do the role. He's short. If he gets jacked, that would be the ideal Wolverine for, or how they describe Wolverine to be in the comics. And the MCU does no wrong. So here's the thing. But that's been really huge with fans. Daniel Radcliffe says that he doesn't see himself as Wolverine, but he's come out and said, "Hey, Marvel, prove me wrong." Like, you know what I mean? So he's up for it. I thought he wouldn't be up for it because he doesn't want to be a part of another franchise, after Harry Potter. But I think some time has come. He's proven himself as an actor, as a real actor in all these independent movies. I think he's down for it now. That's kind of exciting.
Because didn't it all start from didn't he make a joke about it recently, and that was how it sort of came to be?
I think so, but I think it's also just been just fanfare for a while.
Yep.
I put up the post. I put up the poll on our IG stories, and a majority of the people said, "Nope, I don't want him to be Wolverine." But I think he would fucking murder that role. I think he'd be dope.
I think I could see it. I could definitely see it because I know that he has acting chops.
I don't know if he has the voice though.
But that was what also
and that's
part
big.
of what
that's
I was
big,
thinking.
Yeah.
The Wolverine voice is definitely huge. But I mean, I definitely know he has the acting chops. But like you said, he would need some physical commitment to the role. Like there would be a lot that would have to go into it. But like, I wouldn't hate it. Like you said,
and he's not a scrawny dude, so
No.
I can see him putting on some massive weight
for sure,
and committing to that.
And he grows a decent facial hair too when he wants.
Yeah,
to.
oh
So,
yeah.
Like he could pull off the Wolverine chops.
I think so.
I'd fuck with it.
Whoever we get for Wolverine, I feel like is gonna obviously we all love Hugh Jackman. We hope we get a dope ass like cameo reminiscent of what that was, but we also need to get the MCU variant.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at it.
No. I'd fuck with it.
I just know our fans, a majority of them said fuck no. So, but I think y'all wrong. Y'all all wrong.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? Y'all think?
When you're thinking about Harry
think
Potter,
he'd be dope?
No, you can't think about Harry Potter as Wolverine. But like we
Oh,
don't
definitely
know
not.
Daniel Radcliffe. Like they're two totally different people. And if you think they're the same person, then yeah, you're probably not going to fuck with that at all.
Yeah. A lot of people are
looking
still
at this
talking shit
photo of
about
him.
Rob
I could
Pattinson.
see it. If he bulked up, I could see him. But he's got to bulk up for sure. Like, and more than, even more than like Kumail and how
Kumail
he did.
Nanjiani. Yeah.
Like he's got to do more than even what he did.
And Kumail got ripped,
yeah,
bro.
I was gonna
say,
Kumail was
pretty ripped.
fucking
He got fucking
crazy,
jacked, yo.
cut,
I know.
bro. But
got
he was
jacked.
already he was a bigger dude. Like not that he was like a fat dude or like a huge dude, but like I feel like he's taller than Daniel Radcliffe.
Definitely.
And also,
he is.
he was
Definitely.
heavier. He was heavier, like in Silicon Valley. Like he was just, your average dude. He wasn't like scrawny or anything like that. So he turned all that into muscle and was super ripped. And to hear Johnny say that he needs to be more ripped than that, like, yo, Kumail and Johnny got ripped.
He got fucked up.
Bro, he was cut.
Honestly,
he looked way bigger on those like paparazzi photos than he ended up looking in the movie.
Than he did in the
that's
Eternals.
what I was thinking. I was like, yo, like he did all that for the Eternals, and
he did that for India. He wanted to represent India as the first like Indian or one of the first Indian superheroes. Like he wanted to make sure that he looked and felt like a superhero. Yeah,
cool.
I think
at least from what I read, just that was why he described how the process went. Because when they cast him in that, like the director told him, like, we don't need you to do anything. Like you just be cool. Like when they signed him on, like they just wanted him to be him, like in Silicon Valley, and he was like, no, I need to be like this, like to represent, and like that was 100% his choice.
Okay.
Cool. And good for him.
Hey, he did it.
Because he killed it.
He did good either way.
Yeah. I wish I had all that.
Yeah. All the money to have trainers. And yeah, absolutely. That'd be dope.
Mad time.
We'd all look cut like Kumail Nanjiani if we had all that money and all that time, bro.
Get us. This is for the fans. Get us to a point where we can
let all that money, all that time. You might still be like, not tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow.
Right. You know what? I got money. I don't got to do shit for y'all.
I can see Dave just like, nah, I'm not doing that. For what? What for? To come to the studio? Nah, I'm good.
No, honestly, I think just to take up my I always said, like, if I was crazy rich, bro, like, and I didn't have, like, go to work and shit, like, I would make working out, like, a part of my day every day. Just to, like, keep myself occupied, honestly. Like, just to have something to yeah, exactly. And then it feels good, like, after you work out, like, it, you know, you feel like, even if it's not like a crazy workout, but like,
I envy those people.
You feel good.
I envy those people that be like, yeah, I forced myself to get up at 7 a.m. to go work out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're fucking lucky. I try to get up at 4:35 in the morning to try to go work out.
That's probably
because it's the only time that I could really fucking do it. Because if not, like, I could go after work, but then you have everyone else who refuses to wake up. Who refuses to wake up earlier to get there before work, and then
so the people that aren't very serious about
yeah,
I get it.
You get all those other, and not for nothing, but recently, I get days off, like for self-care days. On those days, I try to go at like a random time.
11 a.m.
9, 10, 11, like within that window.
Yeah.
You would think like the amount of people that are there at the gym during that time,
I feel like got a fucking job.
I feel like such a fucking dumbass for working a 9 to 5, because all of these people obviously don't have 9 to 5s that they could just get up, stroll into the fucking gym at 9, 10, 11 o'clock. I would think like, yo, this is prime time. No, the shit is just packed.
Everything seems like it's packed.
But all the gyms were bought out because we used to have LA Fitness here. They were all bought out by Esporta. The biggest difference is paying $30 a month to paying $10 a month. Now the gym is constantly fucking packed with a bunch of people who don't give a fuck. Yeah. Or a bunch of fucking teenagers that they're like 6 of them all trying to get fucking ripped in the one little and they take up that whole fucking air. It's madhouse right now. It's fucking horrible.
And that's what it's called, Esporta.
Esporta. Yep. Esporta Fitness. I might be looking for a new fucking gym because I can't do that shit anymore. They're just way too fucking packed. Like there's no point of the day. I just came to that realization because there's no point of the day where I can go and there's no one. If I really found out that at 11 o'clock it'd be dead, I can actually make it work with work and be like, yo, I'm gonna, take 2-hour lunch or whatever. No, it's not.
But you meant 11 o'clock.
No. Like 11 o'clock in the morning, where generally people are at fucking work.
No, they're either at the gym or they're at the Apple store waiting outside for them to open.
I could be like, if that was the case, I could make it work at work and be like, yo, during these hours, I'm going to split it up so that I can work out during these hours. And then I'll just work from this hour to this hour and this hour to this hour. And I can accommodate that, but I can't find a window where the shit is fucking empty.
Does your office have like a workout facility?
No.
In it? No. My new job that I started, they have Pelotons and shit.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Dude, it's fucking like, I really want to start like on my lunch because I'm not gonna I really don't have a lot of lunch, but like I want to.
You're not gonna do that.
I'm used to working out with Ash. Honestly,
I'm not saying because of you specifically, but like I've had a job
where there was a workout,
there,
it was
and I thought
the
same shit, and I would go in there and I would lift one or two things, and I'm just like, oh fuck that, I gotta go eat something.
But you were just ready to go at this gym at like 11 a.m. Why couldn't that be at work? Like if you were at work at 11 a.m., like you couldn't just go into the work facility and work out?
I mean, technically, but I think it's more of the fact that I have, I could split my shit up to be like, yo, these are the hours that I'm working, and I'm going to be unavailable during these hours and then make it up later. Afterward. Yeah. So it's not like half an hour, 1 hour, like it's a cutoff point. I think that makes it. But when you are at a job that it's just like, yo, you have to be exactly where you were before within a half an hour's time. Yeah. It's tough. You're not going to use that time. You're not going to use that time to work out.
That's not this job that I have now.
Okay,
so
no,
like
that's cool.
I have a lot of leeway.
Okay.
Like it's where my previous job was.
It'll work until
they're like, we want you to account for every minute of your day.
Yeah.
And like this is not one of those. So like I could easily.
Sure.
I could, and I want to. I don't know if I will. I don't know if that will ever happen. But like in an ideal world, Dave would take that hour that he has to himself where he's going to be sitting on his phone, scrolling Instagram, and just, move around.
Yeah.
Get in shape. But he probably won't. It'll take a while.
Yeah. I mean,
someone will have to
make it a habit.
Someone will be like, have you gained weight? And then it'll take, that's when I pick it up at that point.
Yeah. That doesn't work for me. People are like, yo, have you gained weight? Fuck. Yes. All right, let's move on.
Here's the review for hot cherries. They're so good.
Oh, man, fuck you. All right, so apparently Jared Leto believes that Marvel movies actually saved movie theaters, which is a nice change from people who are just shitting on fucking these comic book movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it seems like that,
he's obviously in a comic book movie that's coming out soon.
Sure.
But
it's probably not going to do great.
It's not even that. I guess Francis Ford Coppola came out and said that he enjoyed Deadpool.
Ooh, okay.
And like, there are directors and
that's
actors
the Godfather director right there. So that's I think that cancels out the Scorsese hate.
Sure.
So yeah, sure. I'll take that.
He just said that these movies are fun and like it's just a different time. And
Coppola, bro. That's
people really like.
That's my dude right there.
Look at that. Uncle to Nicolas Cage, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Because he was Nicolas Coppola, right? Didn't he change his last name to Cage
because
so
he didn't want to.
He didn't want to get roles because he was a Coppola.
Correct.
Unlike Sofia Coppola.
Right.
That's okay though. We'll let
Interesting.
Yeah, that's his daughter though.
Yeah, no. She's like, I'm gonna ride this bitch out. You're gonna give me these jobs because I'm a motherfucking Coppola. And so like, yeah, no. I get the two views for sure.
Yeah. I mean she's made some shit, right? She made some dope
She made The Godfather 3. When did she direct that?
Did she direct Godfather?
I'm pretty sure she did.
I thought she was a baby in Godfather 1.
No. Who directed?
She was in The Godfather as a baby, like literally.
Oh yeah,
like
she did.
Crying like a
no,
baby.
she did. Godfather 3.
No way.
The most hated Godfather of all time. No. She was in it though, right? Like she was
in one of the movies.
She wasn't like a baby though. Like the third one was like the 90s, wasn't it?
Sofia Coppola.
She was
actress.
in The Godfather 3.
Okay, but she was a child.
No, she directed Lost in Translation. I think that's her
Lost
name.
in Translation was.
She directed The Virgin Suicides. She directed Marie Antoinette.
Okay.
With Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Okay.
She directed.
Those are the biggest ones I want to say.
I think those are the biggest ones I see here. Yeah.
Who directed the third Godfather movie?
We'll find that out right now.
She
was in Godfather. Ford. She was in all three Godfathers.
Francis Ford directed it.
Really?
Yeah.
He came back and directed the third one, and it got shit on like it did, and it was as bad as it was.
He was also a writer.
I can't believe that must have been a money grab. Like I was young when The Godfather 3 came out. What year was it? Was it say?
I mean, it was the death of Marco Corleone.
1 and 2 were in 72, 74. And then I don't think it was too much time past that trying to get to it.
I just remember being disappointed.
It was a little bit more. They modernized it. You know, it was later. And I think all of that kind of threw people off.
Because Godfather 2 was so good. It was one of the rare sequels where it was like, man, this might be as good as the first one.
It might be better than the original.
Yeah.
Godfather, but that was the difference. Yeah, that was the difference. 72, 74, and then Godfather 3 came out in 1990.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They modernized it.
Yeah,
that's more than our 5-year rule for a sequel.
Well, like nowadays, if they were gonna like do it, they would have either still positioned it back in 1980 and de-aged the actors, or hired different people. But back then, they just made it as if it was 1990, and nobody wanted to see that.
No, nobody gave a shit.
I didn't realize he made all of the movies that he did direct, like Apocalypse Now and The Outsiders. You never really pay attention to it. Us being younger, I guess we didn't pay attention to directors and shit like that. So I didn't know that he directed The Outsiders.
No, I didn't either, honestly. Until you just said
Apocalypse
that.
Now,
Apocalypse Now I knew was Ford Coppola.
That one I didn't know. But yeah, like Outsiders. That was a good movie. I love that movie.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
Definitely.
All right. So, but either way, Jared Leto believes that these movies have saved theaters in general.
They've kept them afloat.
They have kept them afloat because, and we were talking about that, like the biggest movies right now that are hitting in theaters are comic book movies. Nobody's going to the theater for your average movie.
No.
Uncharted was one of those movies that just...
It's unfortunate,
they try to do it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I saw recently, I didn't know, it has like a 40% score on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics, but a 90% score from fans.
Okay.
Like from the audience. So it's like, but still, these movies, a lot of people aren't going for your average movie, and they're trying real fucking hard for that shit. But
it's quite the discrepancy.
Right.
Damn.
Right. But I didn't make it out to see that, and that's a movie I actually do want to see.
Yeah, same.
I want to see that.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. I love Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I love Tom Holland. Yeah, and I played the shit out of all those games. So like, there's nothing that should have stopped me from going to see that, other than the fact that I just don't care to go to the movies. I'd rather wait for it to come out.
Everybody's at a point of their lives where after everything that has happened,
a
lot of people are completely okay with it.
It's got to be special.
Like, it has to be a very special
your
movie.
Spider-Mans, your Batmans. What was the next one that we were going to go see? Like not all together, but like the next theater release. If it was it Doctor Strange? Was that the next one?
Multiverse. Yeah,
another comic book movie. So
another one.
He's not wrong. I mean, at least since 2020, the last couple of years, I feel like the box office saviors, and we'd have to ask Regal and AMC and all them, but I feel like the big draws have been the comic book movies.
Sure. Well, speaking of that and Jared Leto, apparently, Morbius has been they've been having some early screenings, and looks like it's been disappointing reviews from critics.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we feel like we all saw this
can't
coming.
say that I'm shocked.
Yeah,
can't say that I'm shocked about it.
That tracks, as they like to say.
That tracks.
Sony.
That tracks.
Sony.
Wild.
Sony hasn't done a good comic book movie in quite a while.
Yeah.
When they the good comic book movies that they produced was pre-MCU.
Like the MCU that we know now, yeah.
Yeah, pre-MCU. And Venom, I've been very vocal. I'm not a fan of it. I want it to be more, because they get these actors, man. They get these great actors to be
Tom
in
Hardys,
these movies.
yeah.
And
really
yeah,
pull you in and they disappoint you.
I honestly feel bad for Leto, man. I feel bad for Leto because it's another movie where he's starring as a, you know, in this case, it's not a character that's like near and dear to people's hearts.
Right. It's not even a known character.
No, it's not a very known character
at all.
And the trailer to me doesn't look bad, but it's just been, we've been seeing that same trailer forever. They just released like the last trailer for it, probably like a month ago. I haven't seen it. I'm just over. I'm over it. They overdid it. They've been announcing this movie for a couple years now, and they I think they shot themselves in the foot.
Jared Leto can't catch a break, I feel like.
Not with that. Not when it comes to comic book movies.
I mean, yeah, I think, because, I mean, he got an Oscar for, was it Dallas Buyers Club?
Yeah.
So, like, we know he's got the chops. The dude can do his thing, but, like, you're only as good as your writing and your production, like, all that stuff. So, like, I can't put this on Jared Leto for sure. Like,
No.
This goes on the writers and the production, like everything outside of him. Because I mean, I know he's got the chops, so that's not the issue. And I will watch it, just like I watched Venom. Like I knew before I watched even the first Venom. I'm like, this is probably gonna blow.
Yeah.
And then I watched it anyway, and it was like it blew. But it was okay. Like it wasn't I didn't regret spending.
I mean, the first one was much better than the second one.
I still haven't watched the second one. I got
God, it's so bad.
See, maybe I won't even bother watching it then. But like I've wanted to, but all I watched.
I would watch it
like
with a drinking game.
Yeah, I would do something fun. That's probably what I'll do, honestly. But like, I just watched the end credit scene that you guys showed me because the end credit scene seemed more badass than the movie itself. Yeah. It seemed more relevant than the movie itself.
I had multiple people, a couple of my friends that went and saw it in the theater and were like, "Yo, don't even fucking bother. Just look up the."
Oh, I would be pissed, dude. Like, when's the last time you went to a movie and you, like, in the theater, paid for a movie and you walked out and you're like, "Fuck. That was fucking shitty. Like, I shouldn't have come and seen that movie." Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's because we're very careful. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Because we're not going anything post-pandemic that's might be good. Like, we're going for the bangers. Like, that you know they're going to hit when you go, and you're not wasting your fucking time outside of that.
Sure.
And I think, the movie industry might need to, I don't know, take that into effect. Like, know that, like, people aren't going to come out for your average bullshit anymore. Like, times have changed.
I'm trying to look up
like,
what the movie was because I remember exactly what it was, but I can't remember its title.
You walked out of that, you're like, damn, that was trash.
I was like, God, why did I sit through that?
Oh,
and I mostly slept through it.
Oh shit.
Was it the last?
Yeah,
duel?
I want to know. No, he liked the last duel or the whatever.
The
that
last
fucking...
duel wasn't bad. I would have been pissed if I went to the theater.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't watch
I
it.
saw that in the theater. Yeah.
Was it the Matt Damon movie? Was that?
Yeah. Matt Damon.
Fucking.
And what's his name? Adam Driver.
Oh, Adam Driver.
Yeah. Well, that was good.
No, it was good, but I'd have been pissed if I went to the movie theater to watch that.
Oh shit.
Shut up.
Today, yes.
Today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like 1998?
Pre-pandemic, it would have been higher.
Just pre-pandemic. Just pre-pandemic. Yeah. 2 years ago, if that movie would have came on in theater, I would have went to see it. I would have walked out and I would have been like, it was a good movie.
3 years ago, you probably would have had the movie pass, though.
I mean, I still do.
Free.
So we'll move on from that.
All right,
but still with the comic book movies. Mm-hmm. So we all know we're getting Multiverse of Madness coming up soon. We are. So there are rumors right now that we are also getting a teaser for the Avatar 2.
Ooh, I saw that today.
During the credits for that, or not during the preview for
trailers,
that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, trailers. Yep. And there's also little rumblings that we'll get Thor: Love and Thunder trailer for that too.
Huh.
Damn.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if that's also an end credit scene like we got for Multiverse of Madness.
By the way, Ad Astra. That's what it was.
Bro, I loved Ad Astra. I thought Ad Astra was dope. I enjoyed Ad Astra a lot.
I fell hard asleep, and I was like, "Why did I?"
I think I started it, never finished.
Were you having a bad day? Were you guys both having bad days when you watched that? Because that was a fire ass movie.
It was just very long, drawn out father-dad story that I wasn't into.
That is Dave's.
You guys have both good
butter,
dad
right?
relationships, though, so that's probably why
Maybe
you didn't give a shit about that. Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
even if I
tracks.
didn't, like, it was just like a sad long drama that I was.
It reminded me of
not what I came
Interstellar.
for.
Honestly,
I thought it was going to be
I
more
got
Interstellar
vibes from it.
I thought it was going to be Interstellar, but
It sounded like you thought it was
way more
you thought it was
dramatic than Interstellar was.
I thought it was going to be Interstellar vibes, and it did. It sounds like you thought it was going to be like Interstellar 2, and it wasn't, and it kind of bummed you out.
Kind of, I guess.
Dave also likes, you're a big fan of, what's his name? Daniel Day-Lewis movies, like Oscar nom movies, which was Ad Astra nominated for anything?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No,
Well,
maybe special effects or
the
something.
The reason why I say that is because Oscar nominated movies are generally like those really drama filled drawn out movies that are just.
But I like drama. I like Oscar
seems to
movies.
Yeah.
That seems to be like your shit. Like you just love, and that's not a knock. I'm just saying that just seems to be your shit.
Honestly, I don't watch that many like Oscar nominees this year. Like I've only seen
Power
of the Dog. Like
don't get lost on the Oscar part of it. It's just like normally that's. But
So like boring ass slow white people
long
movies
drama.
is what Dave likes. Slow burns,
dramas,
slow cracker burns. We can say slow cracker burns. That's what Dave likes to watch,
you
right?
Can say that.
No, I don't think that's the case at all. I think you're
That's
you're
what I
putting me
tied
in a
to
box. You're putting me in a box
Daniel
right here. Right now.
That's what I tied to Daniel Day-Lewis.
And not every Daniel Day-Lewis movie, like really just There Will Be Blood and Gangs in New York, like those are my two, and like those are just really good directors also. So like when you have him with a good director, that's fucking fire. Like that's a good combo. But like I don't just fucking get wet over any Daniel Day-Lewis. Like that one Italian where he was like the fashion designer. Like I never even watched that.
Oh, okay. I thought you went to the theater for that.
No.
I thought that was your shit.
I fuck with Daniel Day-Lewis though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That's my dude right there.
He's a great actor. But most of his movies just tend to be like those drawn out dramas. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited for a teaser for Avatar 2. I'm excited for Avatar. My question for y'all in talking about this is, do you think that it's too late for the whole hype over Avatar? Like, has it been way too long?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's been excited for it.
No, way too long until this next movie drops. If this next movie drops and it fucks for some reason, then bring back the hype. But the reason that Avatar was dope was because it was a bigger than life movie at a time when nobody was making bigger than life movies. And it's like, oh my God, this movie is in 3D and it's got this like very like crazy visuals and it's in IMAX and, you know, and all of that was cool. And like it was motion capture and all of that shit was new. But now you can make like the entire Avatar movie like on somebody's computer.
Sure.
And so it's got to be because the story of Avatar, one, everybody was like,
Pocahontas.
It was just Pocahontas. Like it wasn't an amazing story. It was more about the filming and the direction. So they got to come with some next level shit. I don't know if it's going to be 4D or what it is.
Some sort of gimmick. It needs a gimmick to hit again, right?
Yeah, there's no reason that I would think James Cameron isn't coming up with some shit that we haven't seen with this one. I'm hoping.
I hope so.
He always goes hard.
He goes hard.
I went through Pandora Park and Disney, and that shit was fire as fuck. But
nice.
It ain't a whole movie.
A whole movie. It's 4 more movies or 5.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Those 4 movies. I don't even consider them. Because if this movie don't fuck, Ain't nobody gonna watch the next three.
They're not even. They're probably not.
They
even
won't
gonna
even make them, right? Yeah. If this doesn't fuck, they're gonna fucking put the kibosh on it.
And the crazy shit is, remember when Disney dropped their schedule for like the next 5 years or whatever?
It was like 7
the
Avatar
only
movies.
Shit listed was Avatar, like beyond 2024.
Yeah.
It was like uncredited,
really,
untitled, Avatar 3, untitled, Avatar 4.
Avatar 4.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even remember the first Avatar. Like,
2, 3,
I remember
4,
what
and
it looked
5.
like, but like, and I know the basic plot line was Pocahontas-esque, but like, I couldn't give you a quote. I couldn't like, honestly, I don't remember. Like, I watched it when it came out, maybe once a year
Colors
later.
of the Wind.
Bro.
Oh no, that was Pocahontas.
That was Pocahontas. Yeah.
Bro,
Yep.
they're
Christian Bale. Oh no, that was Pocahontas too.
2 and 3. 2 and 3 right now are in post-production. 4 and 5 are currently filming.
So we're at least getting 3,
So we're
regardless
getting-
of whether 2 fucks or not. So they filmed them like The Matrix, is what it sounds like. They're like, yo, we're banging both of these out at once. So
they're
you're
putting
fucking
all
getting
their
them.
fucking cars on
getting
this
them.
shit, bro.
Damn.
We're getting them. And within
It's
2
gonna
years
fuck.
of each
It's
other.
gonna fuck.
It's got to, right? They're not.
It's got
Nobody's
to. It's got
greenlighting
to.
2 and 3 if 2 isn't at least starting to fuck, right?
They
Like,
greenlit 2 through 5.
did he
because
like lay it out? Did he have a
Currently,
meeting?
right
Was there,
now,
like,
it's saying that 4 and 5 are filming. Like, it's currently filming right
Okay.
now. So we're getting
unless
4
it drops
more
on
Avatars.
Self-financing this thing? What the hell is Disney doing?
Tubi.
Yeah. He's killing them. He's bringing them out. I think they're gonna fuck.
He's like,
though.
y'all got no choice but to release this.
I think they're gonna fuck though. I
hope
think
so.
they're gonna be great.
I have to go watch the first one again before those drop. I need to refamiliarize myself with
Sure.
with that whole Avatar world.
And we're
Sam
supposed to be getting that
Worthington.
trailer, that teaser trailer for Multiverse of Madness, which makes sense because the Avatar 2 is set to drop at the end of the year this year.
So, like, what is a teaser per se now? Like, is there a definition of it? Because a teaser,
I've been giving some.
I've seen
shit in
teasers that were like minute 30, and then you see those teasers that are like the name of the movie with like
I think
Avatar
it's-
fonts on it, and you're like,
I think
this
it's
is the teaser.
I think a teaser is major
Anything.
visuals.
Anything could
Before
be
a
a teaser.
trailer.
Yeah.
No.
Anything before a trailer.
Hold on. Let me.
Let him
That's
finish.
true too.
Let him finish.
But I'm thinking that a teaser is more of the visuals and but no
Less story,
storyline.
yeah.
No story. And then the trailer actually has elements of the story.
Just little tidbits, so that you can't really piece anything together.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
no, that sounds accurate. But we've all seen those teasers where there's literally nothing.
Nothing
You don't
at
get
all, yeah.
fucking visuals. You don't get shit other than like, hey,
Sure.
You
this
get the
is coming
visuals.
soon.
You get the visuals of the logo, which
Right, of the logo.
make you feel, oh, is that what this movie is going to be about?
Right. Or the music to it, like it adds to the theme.
Right,
of the
yeah,
movie.
exactly,
Like there's
exactly.
you don't have any substance. There's nothing, and I will be livid if wait. I mean, I won't be livid because I'll be pumped for Doctor Strange. It won't be the end of the world, but I'll be pretty bummed out if it's just like some stupid bullshit. Like, give me a solid minute with some visuals in it. I don't need story. I don't want to know anything. Just let me see how dope it's gonna look.
So that's coming out this year? This Christmas, Avatar?
At the end of this year, yep.
Damn, Oscar season, huh? Sure.
So then, yeah, definitely a teaser with a trailer.
Not too far behind.
Trailer in
Nah, you
July.
never know.
Trailer in July or August. Remember how long it took us to get the trailer for Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
The
that's
Spider-Man trailer didn't drop until like September or some shit, right?
Like a week before that fucking movie dropped, bro. It felt like it was right.
Yeah.
And we
Right
were talking
there.
about that. I called that. I mean, it's not a fucking wild ass news, but as far as Thor: Love and Thunder, I was thinking like, yo, it's probably like 2 months after Multiverse of Madness that we get Thor: Love and Thunder, and we haven't seen a damn thing in regards to that, which is great. I'm happy about that.
That's
but
true.
we haven't even seen that trailer, so I was thinking like, it must have to do like it must tie into the story somehow.
Yeah.
That we are getting that trailer, like it cannot come out sooner than this movie. And I think Thor: Love and Thunder is gonna be fucking wild. Like, we're just gonna keep getting these Marvel movies that are just gonna get crazier and fucking crazier.
I don't know how much more I can take of these
Marvel
movies.
But
bro.
Thor:
Like,
Love and
they're
Thunder,
so
we know
fire.
we're getting Thor: Love and Thunder. We know we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy in it. We're getting
God Butcher.
Yeah, God Butcher. Fucking so much.
Yeah,
so much dope shit. I'm excited to see Guardians of the Galaxy up there with Thor, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
and nobody's really talking about it other than
us.
Well, other than the fact that, like, it's just been announced, and obviously people are excited for it, but it just hasn't been. Yeah, it hasn't been. I haven't heard really much of anything.
No.
When it comes to that, which is good because we don't need all those leaks and shit.
Yeah, that's real,
I'm super
because we eat those up too.
Yeah, yeah.
Sucks.
Nowadays we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't get away from it. All right, so moving on. In other news, The Mandalorian season 3 adds Christopher Lloyd to their casting. So
that's huge. I think, in my opinion, because like aside from the fact that I don't feel like he hasn't done much lately. I don't know what he has done, but like, it's good to see him getting work, being Christopher Lloyd, and knowing, what kind of actor he is. I could totally see him fitting in with the Mandalorian cast and all those crazy characters, like, fucking what's her face?
At this point, man,
Pell. What was the mechanic chick there? Amy Sedaris is Pell something, and she's so fucking great in that series, dude, in Mandalorian, and I think she was in Boba Fett too, right? Like she was in both of them, dude. And I feel like
in the Mando episodes.
What was that?
I said in the Mando episodes of Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, the man. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I was like, what the fuck? That's
two
right,
of those episodes were definitely Mandalorian. Like, had nothing to do with Boba Fett at all. I don't even know how they thought.
I was
like,
stoked, and I
was stoked too.
Bro. I was like, give me this.
Yeah, I was stoked too. Like, it needed it for that ending, but still, it's like shit. We got 2 Mando episodes thrown in this just to keep us strung along,
and it worked like a motherfucker.
Yes, it did.
Because I was all up in that bitch, like,
did.
Shit. This Mando shit. Yeah, that was dope.
Those are dope.
That was dope. But throw some Christopher Lloyd into that bitch now, and I mean, his range. I know we talk about ranges all the time, but like Christopher Lloyd, we think of him playing like crazy, outlandish character. Like, when I think of Christopher Lloyd, honestly, the first thing that comes to my mind is the bad guy from Dennis the Menace. Do you like that? Was like, as a kid, aside from Back to the Future, when I thought of Christopher Lloyd, like, that was what I thought of, like that crazy ass scary dude, and he's fucking awesome in that role. And like, he seems like a good dude. Like, I'm happy that he's getting work, and
sure.
Fuck, I'm excited.
I remember Christopher Lloyd from Taxi.
Yeah,
he was
vaguely. I never like.
I used to
watch it religiously, but like I remember seeing him in like that Taxi set. Like I could picture it in my mind, but like I don't know Taxi episodes. I couldn't be like, oh,
I mean, I can't do that either. But I did watch Taxi on Nick at Night. Nick at Night was my shit growing up.
Hell yeah.
So Taxi was one of those shows I didn't mind.
Yeah. Danny DeVito.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a great addition, and I just can't wait for season 3 of Mando. Yeah.
When is that?
The fall?
Is it the fall? So we were spoiled by those 2 Mando teasers and,
I know.
and Boba episodes. Fuck.
Let's see, season 3. 3 seasons. Let's go with season 3. Season 3. Oh, I'm not getting it.
No, it doesn't have.
Definitely this year. So I'm assuming. I want to say October. Or so.
Okay, yeah. I felt like it was like the fall winter time.
Sure. Yep. Definitely in the fall. Okay. So I can't wait for that. And let's see. Did you guys watch the latest Scream movie?
I did not. Not yet.
I did. I saw it. It's pretty much a rehashing of the very first one.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was a good movie, but it was the same type shit. And in this one, they are like they're rebooting the original. And by rebooting, it meant like somebody now the time has come where somebody is purposefully like going after family members of the original people.
Yeah.
Because they are trying to mimic what the original killers did. But it wasn't a bad movie. I thought it was pretty good. Especially because you know what you're getting into with a Scream movie. Nothing less, nothing more.
I had it spoiled for me. So I've just been like, meh. I mean, I know what's going to happen now.
Yeah. And if somebody told you who the killers are, then it's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Because you'll see it the whole time. And
Right.
that's
all I'm going to fucking think when I watch it now. So like, I'm in no hurry to watch it. I'll watch it eventually.
Watch it. I mean, it's on the Plex. Just
it is.
Watch it on an off day. It's
probably Halloween.
Sure.
I'll watch it in October.
But I said all of that just because they've already announced that we are getting part 6. And it is set for a March release date of 2023. So next year. Yeah. And so far, Courtney Cox is confirmed to return, but I'm pretty sure they may get the surviving members.
Okay.
So
Courtney Cox is like a staple, right? Like
she is,
I feel like she's been in like every Scream movie.
Has she been in every single one of them?
I don't know. I feel like she's been like the
so.
one
Probably.
constant.
Yeah. She's just the one that's just been like, yeah, give me that money.
Yeah. And like she's getting, once Friends ended, she wasn't getting her door knocked down with work, I'm sure.
I mean, she's getting them face
she's getting
for
them residual checks from Friends for sure.
She's getting that money.
Like to give me one of them.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, she was obviously in the most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. See, Scream 4.
Yep.
Yeah, 3, 4. Yeah, 3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Two.
Yeah, she's been in all of them.
Yep. She's the mainstay.
Yeah, she is the mainstay. Her and what's his name? Arquette. Was
David
he in
Arquette?
That? Was he in the last one?
I didn't know if he was in. I feel like I did
Scream
see
4,
him in the.
No, it had what's her name too? Neve Campbell.
Oh yeah,
all 3 of them were in 4.
Neve Campbell. Oh, so that trio, that's the core Scream trio.
I guess so. Was there a Scream 5?
Isn't that what this was?
Did they just not?
It's
call
just
it
called
that?
Scream.
Yeah.
I know, but I think
I
it was
feel like
Scream
that's
5.
the Scream 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The fifth
Yeah. So
Scream.
then I guess they've been in all of them.
Damn.
All 3 of them have been in all of them. I thought the biggest draw on it was supposed to be that they were coming back.
Good for David Arquette, still getting work.
So spoiler. No, I'm just kidding. Oh shit. Let's see.
And what's his face is in it too, right? Huey from The Boys. What the fuck is his?
Yeah, in the most recent one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see.
He's a Quaid. He's Meg Ryan and
Yep.
not Randy Quaid, but Dennis Quaid's son.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
That's his name. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Next one, I'll probably watch. I won't go to the theater for it. I didn't go to the theater for it.
I was gonna say, did you go to the theater?
Yeah, but a lot of people. I heard a lot of people like
Pretty
Scream
wild.
has a following. Scream definitely has a following.
Yeah, your horror movie fanatics.
I don't
maybe?
even
Like,
think
I
it's
don't-
like horror movie fanatics because like Scream to me wasn't. I didn't count that because even as a kid, I didn't feel like that was scary.
Yeah.
Right? It's just somebody tormenting these teens.
Eerie, maybe.
The,
I don't
the
know.
you know the killer ended up just being friends of the. You know,
Like
it's
it was
just like
people they knew. Yeah.
right. So it wasn't really a big. It was just it was the
It's a thriller.
thriller. Yeah, it was more of a thriller.
Because I remember watching, like, they were replaying some of the Screams recently. I was watching them on TV, and I just
they're not bad movies.
They weren't, but they were so fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
Like they got so convoluted at the ends of like these most recent Screams. It was like, oh, there's Courtney Cox, but she's not dead. She's alive. She pops up and she kills. Like it just gets fucking wild, bro. Like I think I know why I stopped.
I think when Scream came out, though, when Scream came out, that was when they had the run of those other movies like I Know What You Did Last Summer. There was another
Scream
one.
Was first, though, I think.
Yeah. But I think it started like those types of movies.
That teen horror back.
Yeah. Because I Know What You Did Last Summer was the same type of shit.
Yeah.
Or just eerie. It wasn't necessarily like a horror
Eerie,
movie.
yeah.
Like
People are just like disappearing. Yeah. Somebody's like killing them, one by one. They just don't know who it is.
Right. And then the scary movies came out and just sort of played all of them. And you're just like, oh, these are kind of whack, aren't they? Like that sort of opened your eyes to like how lame they actually were.
I mean, but that's what they've been doing that shit from the beginning.
For sure.
A long time.
For sure.
The Wayans brothers, actually, they've been doing that shit for a long time.
Those are the first two, like the best scary movies were the first two directed by, it wasn't Damon. It was what's his face? What's
Keenan
the
Ivory.
other? Keenan Ivory. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, it was Keenan Ivory did 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 were my favorite scary movies.
Of course.
And then the 3 and 4 are like the Zuckers. Like they were more like quirky and just I don't know, random and weird. They didn't have that same sexual humor that the first two had.
I heard
like,
something
mad different.
I heard something about the studios had stolen that movie from them.
Yeah.
Because they signed something. I don't know the story completely, but I guess there's an interview with Marlon talking about it, and he was saying that they gave him like an ultimatum or something, and they pretty much just told him like, yo, this property is ours. And he's like, how the fuck is it yours when we created this? You know what I mean? Like this is something that we wrote, we directed, blah, blah, blah. But something in their writing, something in their contracts just stated that the studio owned the property to the scary movies, and it showed. Yeah. It definitely showed.
Oh, yeah. That's why no one gave a fuck after Scary. Like, Scary Movie, those are all, like, punchlines at this point. Like, none of those movies were good or even watchable, honestly. Like, Charlie Sheen and fucking Scary Movie. Like, they were all just very bad. And
they turned very airplane-ish.
Airplane. Because like they had the same. Was the Mark Zucker? Like there was a couple.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was a couple of different directors that took over the helm after Scary Movie 2.
Yeah,
and it just it had a whole different vibe to it. Like they were their own thing that was just so much different than Scary Movie 1 and Scary Movie 2.
Sure. David Zucker.
Thank you.
I was like Mark Zucker.
Yeah, no, not Mark. I think there's a bunch of different Zucker directors, and I feel like David, and there's another one that I get him mixed up with, but is it Jeff Zucker? Yeah,
Jeff Zucker, I think. Yeah. But I think he's a producer, not a director.
But yeah, you can totally tell after that Scary Movie 2, it was just a different everything.
Leslie Nielsen was even in part 3.
Yeah, and that sucks because I love Leslie Nielsen, bro.
Yeah. But he mentioned Airplane. I was like, damn, he was even in part 3.
Right.
It can't be more of that style movie than having Leslie Nielsen.
And I remember Kevin Hart and
Scary Movie 3 too. Weapon. What was it? Naked Gun.
Loaded Weapon.
Naked
Gun.
I
thought you were talking about like
those are fire though. I love those movies, yo. Naked Gun was the shit.
Oh
Naked Gun,
those were
Loaded
great.
Weapon.
Yeah, Loaded Weapon. I was thinking Loaded Weapon.
Loaded Weapon was good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were all in the same vein.
They were good,
like sure.
Indefinitely, but it was like again, kind of maybe nostalgic, right? Because that was late 80s, early 90s slapstick. And then slapstick kind of went away for a while. Scream brought it back, but with a twist. And then Scary Movie brought it back with a twist. But when they went to Scary Movie 3, it's like they went back to the old can of the 90s. And it was like, for me, personally, because we'll probably get hate mail. People love all the scary movies because people love slapstick. It's the lowest common denominator for humor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, David Zucker looks like someone who would come up with that shit.
Did David Zucker direct Basketball? Like 96, 97?
No, Basketball was...
No, it was Matt and Trey. from South Park, but it wasn't directed by them, I don't think. I thought it had a crazy ass director.
he did direct.
He did.
Basketball,
Okay, yeah. See, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, that makes this makes a lot of fucking sense, man.
Basketball, honestly, is probably a top 5 classic for me.
Airplane, Top Secret, Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Naked Gun 2.5. He directed all of those. Every
Johnny's
single one of them.
Judging me hard right now.
What, you like basketball?
I love
Yeah, no, basketball.
Top 5.
Top 5 comedies.
Top 5 comedy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're tripping.
Yeah.
Top 5 comedy.
It's yours.
When's the last time y'all saw basketball?
I barely
Top
saw
5 comedy.
An adult lens.
I'll give it a top 20. And that's generous.
No, that's hilarious.
Top 5
you're
comedy.
underestimating. You're not giving basketball enough props. Okay, top 10. You're right. Top 5 is wild. Top 10, top 20 is too crazy.
I'm
10,
not gonna judge you. You have your own ranking system. That's
that's your
bro.
I'm telling you,
Just
basketball.
saying, for me, top 5 comedy.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Sounds ludicrous.
I need you to send me your top 5 comedies later tonight, Johnny.
I would have to think. Man, there's so many.
I know.
And it would take me to like 35 to get to basketball.
That's fair. That's fair. There's part of it is nostalgia for me though. That was one of the first like rated R adult humor movies I saw as a child through like a young teen lens, and it struck me.
My father had me watching The Godfather and fucking Scarface
when you were
at a
7,
very young age.
Yeah.
So yeah, they weren't that risque to me.
That's fair.
All right, so that's enough of the that's pretty much all I have for the news. The rest of it, the rest of it, we don't even have to cover. It's not that important. But what are we fucking with this week?
Ooh, so I brought up the fucking with because we haven't done it in a while.
Yeah,
but like
it's been
recently,
a bit.
I have been fucking with an older docuseries on Netflix. Did either of you guys watch in 2018 The Staircase? Because I slept on it. I slept on it for a minute. Okay.
Staircase.
2003. 2001. A dude and his wife, they're hanging out at home, having drinks. It's, they're doing their thing at night. Mm-hmm. The wife goes inside, getting ready for bed or whatever. The guy comes inside the house, and the wife is laying at the bottom of the stairs, bloody and pretty much dying. Like, she is all fucked up. He calls the cops and says, hey, my wife fell down the stairs. She has injuries. There's blood. She's dying. And it becomes this fucking trial. They're saying that this dude murdered this chick. And the defense is saying that, he killed her. He's saying that she fell down the stairs. I have no idea. And it turns into this crazy court case. This is like a 13 episode, like 45-minute hour episodes. It turns into a case spanning about 15 years, multiple trials. You go from like, this motherfucker killed this chick to, oh no, dude, he's innocent as a motherfucker. Like, he's getting fucked in court right now. It is one of the craziest docuseries I've ever seen. And like I said, 13 episodes. It was so long. Normally like the Netflix docuseries are like 4 or 5 episodes, hour long. Sure. You can bang them out pretty quick. This one was fucking long, and I needed to watch every second of it. I refused to like just Google what happened to this guy, like how it ended up. Yeah. But this story that plays out over 15 years is some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. And there's going to be a movie coming out about it this year.
I just saw that. Yeah, it's a
Colin Firth and
it's an HBO Max.
Yeah.
Original.
A couple other they're gonna.
It's a series.
It is a series about. I think it's based on the docuseries from Netflix,
starring Toni Collette.
Toni Collette, yes, Toni Collette was the other chick. Oh, Sophie Turner's in it too. Yeah. She plays Margaret Radcliffe. Oh, dude.
Oh, you know what? Now I don't want to. I'm not going to watch this docuseries. Now I want to walk into this series fresh. I want to be.
No, watch the docuseries.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'll watch the docuseries after I watch the HBO Max series. I want to watch this HBO Max shit with
It's
Tony
supposed to
Collette
be-
and fucking Sophie Turner. That shit's gonna be lit.
And Sophie Turner. Don't forget about Colin Firth. Colin Firth is playing
Colin
the
Firth
main,
too?
the main guy. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know they had cast the main guy as well. That shit is gonna be lit. Come on,
Bro,
I want to
thing.
see that.
This
I want to
thing
see
was
that and
it was
be
fire.
surprised the whole way.
I just finished it last night. Like,
Just watch the documentary afterward.
yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That'll
I'll
work.
watch it after.
Oh, okay.
But it was so good, dude. Like, I used to think that like Making a Murderer was like the top tier Netflix shit, but this shit that came out before that in 2018 was slept on hard by me. And like, I was like, this sounds interesting. And it was, I've been thinking about this,
This is an
dude,
older
for
docuseries.
Yeah. This isn't even that new. This is 2018. So crazy. So fucking crazy. I can't stress it enough. If you haven't watched it, if you're looking for something before the Colin Firth series comes out and you're not Johnny, go check this out.
I'm trying to find out when it's actually going to.
They didn't release like an actual date. They said 2022, but I didn't get like a month or a date even. Like, I think it's in post production still.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't see a date.
Nothing yet. Nothing concrete from HBO yet. But I had no idea that was honestly in production until, because like I didn't want to read anything about this case until I finished the series, which was tough because like, I mean, it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks that I was thinking about this fucking thing and I wanted to know what happened.
What was the name of the docuseries?
It was called The Staircase. It was it was the same.
Just the Staircase. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a date on The Staircase, but I could have sworn it's a mini series, and I could have sworn I saw something about it coming up. This dude too, Dane DeHaan, he looks familiar.
Oh, that's the dude from Stranger Things.
Yep,
He's the Or no.
No, that's the kid. He played the Goblin in the latest. Wasn't that the dude? Played the Goblin in the most recent Amazing Spider-Man.
Maybe. I don't. He looks familiar.
Yeah, he looks
can't.
familiar. Either way, I'm down for that. I might jump in. I might be doing the same thing. I want to go into this fresh, but now I'm more excited.
That's fair.
Now I'm more excited because it's based on true events. And
I see spring 22.
Oh, what?
Oh, so we might be getting that
It'd be
within the next
somewhere
month or two.
between now and June.
I could have sworn I saw something with Tony Collette when I was watching TV last night with my girl, or at least within the last
like
week.
A sizzle reel.
Yeah, maybe I thought so, and I was like, oh, I fuck with Tony Collette.
Sophie Turner is playing the dog. I can't believe that's actually really good casting. Like if you watch the docuseries, Sophie Turner, and she's a smoke show. The daughter's not quite that hot, but
for sure. Sophie Turner, if you don't know, she's from
that's Sansa from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. She was also in X-Men.
That's right.
The Phoenix.
Right?
Yeah,
she was the Phoenix.
Yep.
All right, so mine. I'm trying to bring
True
the name up
fucking
because I can't. I always forget how to fucking pronounce this shit.
Damn.
But it's so the movie I'm fucking with is Samuel L. Jackson's latest, or not movie, but TV show.
Oh yeah.
It's on Apple TV Plus. It's called The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray.
Ptolemy Gray. That's right. But it's got a P in it, so it throws me off.
Correct. Yeah. Same. So it's very dope. It's about an older an old guy who has dementia, and like his brain is slipping. He's being helped by one of his grandkids, and or I'm sorry, his nephew, and they're he's just trying to help him out, and he's just slipping more and more every day. And something happens with the nephew, and he's just lost. Like in the trailer, you look at it, it shows like they give him a treatment that gives him his memories back, like all of his memories. But everything comes at a cost.
Ooh.
And so something had happened where he's trying to piece certain things together. With literally access to every single memory that he's had. So, so it's been good. I'm 3 episodes in. It's a newer show, and I'm all about it.
Word.
I'm in it.
I'm with it.
Apple TV Plus, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and a special shout out to Severance. If
Yeah.
you're not watching Severance.
Yeah, you were talking about that
Yeah.
one. I'm trying to get my girl to watch it. Now I'm going to start watching it myself.
Yeah, special shout out to Severance because that is what I am fucking with.
My bad.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's so
another shout out to Apple TV Plus. Yeah, Severance is a pretty lit ass show. If you're not aware what Severance is about, it stars Adam Scott, and it is basically about a guy that goes to work, and when he clocks in, he checks out in his mind, and basically like he literally like his mind changes and he becomes another person who only exists inside of the office space. And so they work on some things. I don't know. I'm only like, I think on the 3rd episode.
okay.
And so they're working on something in this basement of this building for a company that's already very kind of suspicious in what the hell they even are offering. I don't even know what the company like actually makes. And it's called Lumen. And yeah, so he doesn't even know what he's doing in this job. It's all about like feelings or something.
The numbers, right?
Yeah, the numbers. You have to like
they make you feel
these
a certain
numbers,
way. Yeah,
and then you file them into a box.
Yeah,
It's very, very, very weird and
surreal. It's surreal.
Surreal,
When you watch it,
but the concept of like literally clocking in and clocking out, and like so you know it's not really a spoiler or anything, but the guy lost his wife, and that's why he kind of wants to
Remember?
forget like 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like he just wants to check out of life for 8 hours a day while he's at work. So for those 8 hours, he doesn't have to think about it.
You choose to have this procedure if you want. Like it's not a mandatory type of thing. But
Okay.
you can have your outside work life and your work life sort of separated memory wise, so that when you hit this elevator to go down to your floor for work, it pretty much resets you and your work walk when you get down to your floor, and you don't even know. So like you'll hear them discussing, you know, like my Audis and innies. I think I might have mentioned that before, that they call the person that's outside of work is the Audi. They like, you know, they sort of fantasize almost about what their Audi does, like what kind of life he lives, because they have no fucking idea.
They don't even know what the world is.
Right.
There was like one of them is like, I think like we're in an apocalypse, and that's why, you know, they're submitting me to do this job.
Yeah.
While while they're out there trying to survive and shit.
Right.
Like they have no idea what the fuck is going on.
For instance, let's say you get hurt at work, you cut your hand or something.
Sure.
You get out to your car after you're outside of work, you're Audi, you know, you're outside of work walk, there'd be a note on your car from like your manager or somebody from your job explaining, oh, you tripped at, 11 o'clock today, go into this room and you sliced your hand on this projector. And that explains the cut, like why you have a cut, why you're injured. So like it's
okay.
The premise is just it's a crazy premise, and the show is just it leads you, with this storyline. And Adam Scott is great, and Patricia Arquette is great.
Patricia Arquette,
Christopher Walken, fucking what's his face? I can't think of.
Very very sneaky.
Yeah. Very, 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 very sneaky.
Oh, John Turturro.
John Turturro.
Yeah,
Thank
John
you.
Turturro.
Yes, John Turturro. It's such a great cast, and like it's a low budget show.
The comedian dude.
The chubby dude.
Chubby
from,
comedian dude
from the bus
Cherry?
and Spider-Man. Yeah. Zach Cherry. Yeah. He's so great. He's great in this show, bro.
Such a good
everyone
actor.
carries their shit, dude.
And it wasn't mentioned, but directed by Ben Stiller.
The first few episodes were directed by Ben Stiller, and then after that,
every time it ends, I'm like, holy shit. Ben Stiller. What the fuck?
I think the first three, the ones that they dropped originally, he directed, but like he executive produced it. Also, he's still got his hand in it, but he didn't direct the last ones. But yeah, Ben Stiller, and he's always tweeting about it, dude. It's so great.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So guys, if any of that sounds like something that you would fuck with, know that we are fucking with it. So
all of them.
We recommend them highly. But guys, do we have anything else to contribute to this stellar conversation?
Happy 107, fellas.
Happy 107.
Glad to be back.
Shit.
Glad to be back. We're glad to have you back, bro.
For sure.
Yeah. To those of you who we miss you too, brother. To those of you who I don't know if you've been liking the interviews or if it hasn't been your thing, we don't know, but let us know. Because it is going to be something that we are trying to do regularly. So
especially if y'all are fucking with it.
Word.
Let us know.
We just want to talk to some people.
Let us know what you're not fucking with too. Like, I mean, if you're not feeling something or you're sick of something, you don't like something,
DM the IG
for sure.
If you don't like the sound of my ice cubes hitting the cup,
Oh geez.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
I'm putting one in right now.
That's going on my list right now.
Putting one in right now.
That's going in the notes.
Put your snacks in a pillow bag or something in a pillowcase.
Warm beverages, Johnny.
All right, guys. Since we have nothing else, you know what that means. Thank you for making it all the way to this point of the episode. Because if you are here, then that means you truly, truly fuck with us. As we told you in the beginning of the episode, if you fuck with us that hard, please remember to refer your friends and family who you feel like they would fuck with us too, because they can get something out of this. Have them subscribe to the podcast on their favorite podcast app. If you watch us on YouTube, have them subscribe there. And remember, if you made it this far too, you might as well hit that little like button because that helps us out greatly. If you want to support us and you want to rock some dope shit like the I Am Vengeance t-shirt that Johnny has on right now, go to insensitivemerch.com where we will try to be consistent with our merch drops, and we have some dope stuff already up there, so stay drippy with drippy at insensitivemerch.com. If you are if you feel like, yo, these guys, they're awesome, but they're not nerdy enough, remember, you can always search DFAT Entertainment on your favorite podcast app and find a bunch of other podcasts that will scratch that nerdy itch that, us casual nerds
just can't get
there.
Yeah.
We can't do it.
That's fair.
Scratch. Other than that, guys, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Peace.